Okay.
Sorry, I had a thought, but the thought should go away.
Growled time. Hello,
Yes.
pals. It's Growled time. Good evening. It's Sunday night. We are here for Growled. Welcome. Yep, welcome back to Hathor's arc, session 2 of Hathor's arc, For Whom the Bell Tolls, which is arc 7. So you know we're getting deep in it now. You guys are level 9. So last session, you guys were, you've been contacted by Atri, who'd been like, "Hey, can you come help me and Frostline out? Because we need help." So you're like, "All right, cool. We'll go see the crew and see what's up and see why they need help." And you then proceeded to bullshit a lot, and Frostline was like, "Why do I give you any power in my life? Especially why have I given you the ability to name this ship? Because God, you've got dumb names for this ship. But also, I need you to go and find some stabilizing crystals, because Atri can't finish building the engine without the stabilizing crystals." So let's. The Forest Runner owes us a favor, because we helped them out. And they probably have some in storage because most skyships keep a stock of them. They might need you to do something though, if you wouldn't mind. Thanks. Would be cool. Hathor's feeling pretty unwell as well because Hathor keeps failing Constitution saving throws. So that's going well. So you guys are like, cool, and Atri's like, go do that and then come back because I need you to go get some books from the library, but I can't. There's no point you getting those books yet because I need the crystals before I can actually use any of the books. So go get me crystals first. So you have a brief tour around the hull of the ship. They reckon it's going to take them a week, maybe a week and a half to finish it off with all the manpower they've got as long as you get these crystals, which you then went up to the Forest Runner and ran into Quoban Callisa, who was on guard, who was like, "Hello, can I help you? I'm not going to try and do an Australian accent, nor am I going to throw myself out of a crow's nest." Out of character, apparently. So you're like, cool, we need to ask about these stabilizing crystals. Is the captain here? And the was like, no, the captain's not here, but you'd be talking to the bosun anyway, and he is here. So you went to go talk to the bosun, Tia, and Tia was like, "Oh yeah, we got some of those, but we've also got them in a warehouse that has been infested by some large growly things. Would be cool if you could get rid of those large growly things for us so we can use the warehouse again. Also, you don't happen to know Rosanna, do you?" And you're like, "Yeah." Hassel's like, "Yeah, she's my mum. Why?" And he's like, "Oh shit, I'm your father." Well, this is awkward.
More accurately, Hathor was like, "Oh shit, you're my
father." He didn't know that you were a changeling. He was like, "I am a changeling and I am looking for my lost son." And you were like, "Fuck, that's me. Shit. Damn it." And Tia was like, "Ah, right. Sorry about that. Okay." Which then led to an incredibly awkward conversation where they were both like, "This is awkward." And then you went to go talk to Infernus, who was like, then you left. Infernus was like, "There's some growly things in there." So you went, and then you went to the warehouse and you were like, "Oh shit, growly things, displacer beasts." So you ended up fighting some displacer beasts, which went pretty well. And Hathor managed to kill all of the lower level, the displacer beasts and the displacer beast stalkers, and you managed to banish the Pack Lord. However, this does mean that you are still technically in initiative. Well, technically you're out of initiative now, but you still do have to defeat the Pack Lord. So, start there. You guys have about 30 seconds before that returns. Lusa, your haste has just dropped. Because again, that's only a minute.
Are my swords still up?
Yeah, you didn't let go of those.
You only have the one, I believe.
Yes, you did only have the one.
Yeah.
Did we kill the polymorphed one?
No, it's still polymorphed, I think.
Yep.
That would be why this one is small. It's a kitten.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
In that case, I will stand up from where I'm like taking cover behind these boxes and go, "We still have one, actually. It may be a kitten, but it still needs to die, right?" Yep.
What if we had like a box we could put it in and put like upside down? You'll have you catch a spider.
Well,
Gotta do it quick. 20 seconds left.
we're completely surrounded by boxes. We need them the right size. DM, can I try and look for a
Metal Gear
crate?
Solid shit is this?
Yeah, make me a perception check.
Okay, like trying to look at like the dead ones here and go, okay, that's roughly the size we need, kind of thing.
Okay, make me a perception check. I'm not sure you'll get a crate large enough to put over an entire displacer beast, but we'll try.
Oh, what about a kitten
Well,
box?
You
ages.
you absolutely cannot find one that is empty. Okay, Lucy, you can find one that's big enough to put a kitten in, but there is no way you're going to find a crate that's big enough for an entire displacer beast.
Okay,
They are large
that's fair.
creatures.
Yep.
They would need to be custom made.
I can't
I've
see
got a
any.
kitten
How about we
box.
just- Ready for it reappearing and then
All right.
I've already got the box.
Polymorph lasts for ages. Let's just get ready and hold.
Okay.
All right.
Everybody in position.
You can put the box over the kitten if you want, Luso would stop the kitten from being able to do anything. Whilst you're dealing with the other one.
Good
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, okay.
Box dispensed.
Well, Luther, I'll quick can like come over. Damocles, come back this way, Luther. There you are. Are you hurt at all?
I'm a little bit banged up, but I'm not overly
Okay.
injured.
Okay, I'll just give you that.
Does anyone need any
Heroism.
healing before it comes back? Quickly.
Is that your spellcasting ability modifier or mine?
It's mine.
It's Ezra's.
Cool. So that's
Spellcasting bit 5, so 20. Wait, no. Spell. Is that spell attack bonus?
No,
Sorry?
your ability modifier, so it's 5.
Ah, yes.
So at the start of each
That'd be-
turns, you gain 5.
that's pretty cool.
Thank you. Yes, there you
That's
go.
super appreciated. Thank you.
It's good spells, heroism.
No problem. I'll get here with Damocles, like just kind of ready for when it starts getting a bit bigger.
Mhm.
Okay,
Cool.
holding.
Yep.
So we've got holding. Nerin's holding a physical attack. Hathor's holding spinny orb.
Second self goes up.
Before I hold that,
What do you
I'm
want to hold?
one thing.
Okay,
Thank you.
that's
And
fine.
then. Thank you.
Ezra, you're holding an attack,
Yep.
Mhm.
a physical attack.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm holding guiding bolt.
Okay. Kitto, you're also holding a physical attack.
where's the? Is it
Ez-
here? Yes. Yes.
The kitten is there.
Oh, okay. Where is he appearing back again? Where did he go from?
Hathor, you would know this. You can indicate, because I was going to make you do intelligence saves, and then I remember that Hathor has the ability to remember everything. It disappeared here.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'll
So-
go stand over there then.
Nerin is in a better position. Ezra, you aren't anywhere near it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll keep this one distracted then while fighting it.
It's a kitten in a box.
How long does
That
that
seems
last?
like an
I
appropriate.
was gonna say I'm a bit.
Polymorph's an hour.
An
Ah,
hour.
okay.
Oh, okay. It feels like a minute. I'm
Yeah.
gonna, like,
No,
Oh.
banishment's a minute, polymorph's an hour.
Okay, very
Okay.
different. I'll
yeah.
So-
Can I?
It's a kitten in a box for
Am
a
I right
bit.
to move here then? Cool.
just need to mute for literally a second. Sorry.
No
Is it
worries.
coming up here?
No,
Roundabouts.
it's over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get here as a just in case. Then
Yeah.
run that way. Okay.
Okay, what are you holding, Luther?
One second.
I can hold on this. Oh, I'm gonna have to run anyway. Can we say putting the sword up like does the whole thing?
You can only hold an action. You can't. So if you are holding your action, you can't also move.
No, I'll just move then. And
Okay.
Yeah.
You have the time to move and readjust. That's fine
yeah.
because of how long you've got, but you can't hold movement unless you're holding the dash action, because
Okay.
doesn't work like that. Unfortunately, you can only hold a singular action. Technically, you can also hold a bonus action, but you can't
Yeah.
hold anything else. Okay,
So we'll
is
go up
everyone
next
in
turn then.
position?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, I have the order and everything. Oh, I can delete those once they're dead. Go away. Okay, so Hathor, you can feel the spell fizzling, and then there's a flash of arcane energy, and reappearing is the largest of the beasts, the pack lord, who reappears right in front of most of you. Put him back. There he is.
Oh, hello there.
So in order, Luther, what was your action?
All right, I will go pushing. Fuck's sake, it was a 1 last time.
Yep, that stings. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Kitto,
fine.
your action.
It's because that'll be my temp, so I haven't lost that much actually.
A stab with a 17 to hit.
I think that hits. These guys don't have very high AC.
Could go either way.
Pretty sure they don't have that high AC. Where is it? Why isn't it open? Yep, that hits.
That is. I'm pretty sure I had necrotic shroud up and then it will
You
have gone
did.
down. Yeah.
You did. Yeah, it's only a minute. It will have gone down.
Fine. That is 12, 16, 21, 24, 25, 30 damages.
Nice. Good. This boy unfortunately wasn't massively damaged before he vanished, so he's still looking pretty fine.
That's all right.
But just so you guys know, Ezra, your held action, please.
Yes, it's going to be the attack action, so I get the 2 attacks.
You get the 2 attacks, yes.
Fantastic. First attack.
That will hit.
Perfect. 7 damage.
7 damage. Second attack.
Second attack. That is a
will
miss.
That's a natural
Aw.
1. Sorry.
It's
Okay. Nerin, your action.
Yes, I'm doing radiant punches.
Yes.
I think I get 2 for an
You
action.
Do for an action, yes.
So the first one is a 21 to hit,
Hits.
and it is. Oh God, wrong one. Sorry. Sorry, my maths is broken. 9
Do not
damage,
worry. 9 damage. Cool.
and then another one is more to hit, so hits.
Absolutely hit it.
And 10 damage.
Brilliant.
Nice.
Hathor, spinny orb.
Yeah. Oi. 28.
Hits, roll damage.
That was shit damage.
I apologize for you.
6, 9, 11. We'll go fire again. So why not?
Your hair's a little bit warm. Cacula,
Hmm.
your held action, please. Guiding bolt, I believe.
Yeah.
Roll that.
Hi, bud.
Hello.
Yeah, you're fine. Don't worry. We've not got to the end of the round yet.
Cool.
Let's see. Oh, nice. Okay.
That
Looks like
hits.
roll 20 this
Damage.
evening.
Come on, roll. Guiding bolt. Let's have good damage. Pretty good damage. Nice.
Decent.
Okay, that brings us to the top of the turn order after the surprise round, which will bring us to Luther. You're up.
Whoosh.
Yeah, get him. I'm afraid you have disadvantage on this attack because it has now had the ability to put up its fun thing that it can do.
That's fine.
Its displacement is up now. Doesn't hit, I'm afraid.
It's okay.
You've still got more attacks.
Exactly. One of
That
them will
does hit and does drop its displacement, so it can no longer do its displacement. Good.
15.
10
Last
damage.
attack.
And your last one. Ah, natural 1. Come on, roll 20.
You know what?
So mean.
10 damage is still 10 damage.
10 damage is 10 damage. Absolutely is. The
Oh,
kitten,
it's a new
is-
turn order, right? Do I get heroism or is that on Ezra's turn?
you do get heroism.
Okay, that's on my turn.
Yeah, it's at the top of your
That'd
turn, so
be
plus
brill.
5 to your plus 5 temporary hit points.
Fantastic.
The displacer beast is an angry kitten. Kitto, you're up.
I would like to give it a stab again.
You can go for it.
That is a 24 to hit.
Hits, roll damage.
Shit damage. 25 is
I mean, still pretty good. It is bloodied.
Yeah, that there.
It is bloodied. Ezra, you are up.
Okay. I'm going to do. Sorry.
Fine.
It's been slow. Okay, there we are. Yes. I'm going to order Damocles to attack as well.
Yep.
So
Roll
bonus
Damocles'
action.
attacks.
2 attacks.
Yeah, they both hit.
Fantastic.
14.
On the second one, I'm going to do Arcane Jolt.
Okay, so that's an extra.
I'll get it up for you in a second. 4d6.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say. I know you can do extra damage with it, but I don't remember how much it is.
There you go.
Another 13.
Some damage.
Yeah, this boy is
Thank you.
bloodied. This boy's not happy about it.
Damocles. Whop.
Yep, go on, Damocles. 16 is gonna hit.
Hey.
These guys do not have good AC. Okay, Nerin, you're up.
Let's go.
Okay, I'm gonna Radiant Punch them all.
Go for it.
First one is a 19 to hit.
Hits, roll damage.
I think. One sec, unless I've got. Yeah, yes, I remembered it right.
Fabulous.
That is a sad little 5 damage.
Damage is damage. This guy's not happy about it.
Next one is more to hit,
Yep, go for it.
and it is a 9 damage.
Fabulous.
Radiant damage. And then I'm going to use Key and do 2 more.
Absolutely, go for it.
That also hits, and that is 6 damage.
Go for it. Last one.
Last one again hits, and that is 10 damage.
Nerin, how do you want to do it?
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't even get a turn. This is the thing about banishment is
Yeah.
because you can just hold, you can just go bang, 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 bang. It was on 150 hit points. You did 150 hit points to it before it got to a different round.
Challenge ratings are bullshit.
It's just gone funk. Yep. How do you want to do it, Nerin? How'd you get him with your last radiant punch?
I think I'm doing a kick to like his knee.
Yeah.
He has knees, right?
They
He's
do
got
have
legs.
knees because they're big cat boys.
Yeah, and then he can fall over.
Yeah, and it just crunches to the ground. Okay, so we are technically out of initiative again, but you do have a boy in a box. What do you want to do with him?
Is there like a? Can we put the box on like a cupboard somewhere?
I mean, after an hour, he will become a displacer beast again. and be
Yeah,
a problem.
Cacula was just about to say as well.
Yeah,
And,
Mm,
you know,
it can still be in a cupboard.
theoretically, I suppose we could get what we needed and leave in that time, but that really would seem quite
Yeah.
disingenuous considering that the trade-off is that we take care of these things.
I have many shitty ideas. I'm
My
not
br-
sure.
My brain is now wondering how much displacer beasts are worth and if we can sell it.
Within
The issue is, Hathor, is
No.
that it will look like a kitten when we try to sell it.
No, we'd have to
I-
find a way to lasso it. It's a displacer beast, it can just jump. Let's just kill it.
How did a whole bunch of them manage to get inside this warehouse? It's a bit odd for such a large group of them to suddenly appear. I don't know Displacer Beasts very well, but
they teleport, Ezra. I'd assume they just teleported in and made a nest. Factory was abandoned, or at least off hours.
oh, fair. Just I thought they'd be sticking more to the tree line, if anything.
It would make more sense, but they're not particularly intelligent creatures, I don't think.
Oh, that's fair. Well, I mean, can't we just? No, he'll probably just come back. I'm not too sure what to do.
Same again, like the first time. Other than that, I'm thinking bag, rocks, body of water, but that seems a bit fussy given the fact that how easily the last one went out.
Also, that would look really bad if we're outside holding a kitten in a bag.
I was going
Why
to say, I'd much rather kill it quickly via magic than chuck it into a river, wait an hour, and then it'll drown.
Why don't we ask that
I was going to say something awful. Ezra, could you make a drone so it flies it back and drops it in the water as a result of guilt?
No.
Get gears to do it.
I feel like you have an
Right.
odd idea of how to be absolved of guilt, Luther.
I mean, if
Put it in a bag on a cart and send it into the middle of the guilds. That would be really funny.
why don't we ask the people who, the ones that we've been given the, agreement with, to actually empty this warehouse, what they want to do with it. After that, it's their warehouse, it's their decision, really. This thing's not going to cause any harm for now.
They
As
will
long as-
want us to just kill it, but it might be worth an ask anyway. They might be.
You never
worth
know.
They're pests, aren't they?
They are an
invasive species.
Yeah.
Anyone can make a nature check, I guess.
I will. using
Yeah,
my
make
no-
a
my
nature
no
check,
brain
and I can
cells.
give you some stuff on the abilities of displacer beasts and various.
Bad.
They won't come under Grim, will they? Psychometry.
They don't. I'm afraid they're
Yeah, the
monstrosities.
beasts.
Oh, there we
Okay.
go. Nice.
Okay, Hathor. Yes. As Ezra said, they don't tend to be found massively in the city, but they can be a little bit like foxes. In that the city is full of warm animals they can kill.
Rubbish they can eat.
And rubbish they can eat. So
Yeah.
there is a little bit of a habit of displacer beasts becoming pests, especially at younger ages. And yeah, as Luther said, they can teleport. So if they can find abandoned warehouses, they have a bit of a habit of setting up nests and then just going out from there and killing whatever comes in their way. It's a bit of a nightmare, especially in the Stokes, because in the higher areas, the militias just kill them. But in the Stokes, there's no one to protect people, and you will get occasional things like children going missing and livestock going missing because displacer beasts have killed them, because displacer beasts can get really big and kill a commoner very easily. So they are considered to be pests under like law and order nature, because they have a bit of a habit of just getting into the city via crossing the sump because it's good picking for food, and then being a nightmare to catch and kill because they can teleport.
Right.
Should we?
Cacula, we could get ready and then Cacula could drop it and it'll be gone within 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Also, Cacula wouldn't need to because the kitten has 1 hit point. Like, whoever hits it first is going to.
I'm not
Yes,
hitting a
Then
kitten.
we have to hit the kitten,
Yeah.
Alex.
Well, that's up to you. That's whether or not your morality can deal with you punching a kitten.
I don't know.
Oh, you know, it is a kitten, so you could just whack it and it would turn back into itself without you having to drop it. But at the same time,
I mean,
why would you want to hit a kitten so hard it died?
Also, not to be entirely metagamey, but it's better off Cacula dropping the spell rather than somebody taking the hit, because then you waste damage on 1 hit point kitten. Would it transfer onto
Yeah.
the rest of the displacer beast? It
Yeah,
would.
that's why you only use 1 damage. But
why
yeah,
don't
Okay.
that's how polymorph works.
why? I mean, are we all in
It's in the-
agreement? Are we all in agreement that sadly this thing does need to?
That's true. Well, we put the kitten in the box, right? If we stab it and we don't check the body, we neither know it's alive or dead. Therefore,
I can send Damocles in the box as well if needs be.
Oh god, okay. Kitto's going to
Yeah.
approach the kitten to just kill it. Otherwise we'll be here
No.
for like another 40 minutes.
You can hear the scratching in the box.
Yeah, okay. I mean, if anyone wants to stop him, they're welcome to. Like, this is not me being like, no, we're doing what I want to do.
Wait, Kitto, we will just kill it.
What?
Let's prepare first.
Okay.
Okay,
Right.
what's everyone holding? Where are
Where-
you?
Kitten, it's there.
oh, we're allowed to move, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get a bit closer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go here because then I can still spell it. Maybe
Wait,
not.
it'll
with
get a bit big, won't it? But
It
Yeah.
will get a bit big, yes. You can't get that. Well, I mean, you can get that close, but then you're
well,
gonna get
Kitto was
shoved.
going to
What?
Kitto was going to hit it
No,
first.
you'll get pushed. Don't worry. When the creature reforms, you'll get shoved.
Is that some boxes, Alex, or is Cacula in a closed room?
Cacula's on a crumbled wall.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, the other side is a closed room. This looks like it was once a room, but has kind of fallen into disrepair, and there's holes in the wall. It just looks like nobody uses that area, and so
Yeah.
it's just kind of in disrepair right now. Okay, what's everyone holding? Nerin's got punches. What's Luther got?
I assume
I've got an attack. I'll
Okay.
swing.
I'm gonna swing.
For Kitto, I presume you're swinging, because you're taking the attack anyway. Firebolt for Hathor and Cacula.
sorry. Will it take my held action to drop the spell?
No, it's concentration. It doesn't even take an action to drop a spell. You just
Okay,
need to
great.
stop
I
thinking
guess
about
I'll
it.
just hold another guiding bolt then.
Are you dropping the spell, or is Kitto stabbing it?
I'm gonna drop it before Kitto can stab it because
That's
like
fair.
the emotion.
Okay. Boomf. Ezra and Damocles, you get shoved
Wah.
because it's a big boy.
Yep.
Held actions go off. Lucy, you're up.
Oh, I'm not in range.
No, you're not.
I didn't know when it was going to boom. Could have been to the right, could have been to the left.
Have you got anything you could throw? You could just yeet your sword at it, to be
I
honest.
could just shoot my but I can pick it up next time.
You could pick it up.
Yeah, I'll throw it.
Okay, roll to attack.
I-
You're close enough that it wouldn't make any difference. Just roll it. You're a dex-based fighter anyway. That might hit, actually. No, it
My
doesn't.
rolls are-
Sorry,
yeah,
these
my
guys are
roll- it's
slidier.
cool. Rolls are bad today.
Yeah, they are. Roll20 does not seem to like you.
Yeah, they were good on Friday.
Yeah, they were. They were very good on Friday. Okay, it doesn't get a chance. It's surprise round. Kitto.
Is there any chance that as it gets bigger, I could step this way?
Why?
Because I don't get sneak attack if I'm here.
You do, because Ezra's within 5 foot of it.
Oh, yeah, cool.
As
Yeah.
long as it's got an allied engage, you do get
I
sneak attack.
was too busy
that's-
thinking about my sneak attack things. Not
I
about
mean,
its sneak attack.
that's
Yeah.
if you want Ezra's help after all. I mean,
Ew.
I
Sneaking out.
Damocles is an ally, so
yeah, he's an impartial.
16. Yeah.
That hits, roll damage. That's its AC.
I'm doing really my sorry, I finished the sentence in a moment. 12, 15, 17, 18, 23, 28 damages.
Damage. Nice, good. Okay.
My natural ones from, or like ones in general from Twisted Rails are carrying on. My
I'm so
dice hate
sorry.
me.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Nerin, your held punches, please.
Does Ezra not get a turn?
Oh fuck yeah! I just got past Ezra. I'm so sorry. Ezra.
Fuck Ezra. It's
No,
fine.
no, Ezra, your held attack goes off.
Yep.
I'm afraid Damocles can't count as a held. So
No, he's a bonus action. Oh,
he's a-
why'd that go off 3 times? Sorry.
Well, the first 2 hit, I'll ignore the 14 because it wouldn't have hit anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's a bonus action, so I'm afraid he can't count as a held. Good. Okay.
One second, sorry. Just checking if. Okay, yeah, I'm going to use Arcane Jolt because it's not a bonus action to set off.
It's part of the action, isn't it? Yeah, you can do that.
Is it
46.
46? Cool.
Yeah.
I thought it was 48 for a second.
You just said 46, so another
Yeah.
12. Nice. Okay, Nerin,
That's me.
that's you.
That's me. I'm going Radiant Sunbolt it some more.
Get him.
I rolled it and then tried to look at what it was and it turned over. But that probably hits. That is a lot of big numbers.
Yes,
26.
that definitely hits.
But it's only a little 5 damage.
Okay, you got one more, boy.
But one more is 24 to hit.
Hits. Roll damage.
And that's 7 radiant damage.
Nice. Firebolt. Hathor.
Yes. 19.
Hits. Roll damage.
Yay. Hey, 9 damage.
Hathor. I tried to do this.
hey,
It was more injured than the other one, so.
Nice. Yeah, I've just got Firebolt, so he's just like.
It's only a small spell. And you guys look over as Hathor casts, and it's only a small spell. You've seen Firebolt a million times. It's a tiny little ray of flame that hits into a creature, and then the creature tends to burn a little bit, and then it fades into nothingness. This time, Hathor immolates ever so slightly from his palms as he casts the spell. It hits right in the chest of the displacer beast, and it burns through its chest fur, and it howls out screaming. And as you glance back at Hathor, his hands are still burning a little bit, just in the palms where he casts. They're just like, you know, when you put butane gas on your hand, you burn. Just doing that.
you really need to get that sorted.
Yes, I was about to say the same. Have you spoken to your mum about it?
My mom? Heavens, no.
She might know something.
Yeah,
She's a
and
very
you want to.
talented cleric.
Do you want to give her a stroke at the same time?
Do you want to continue to be on fire?
It's not really painful.
You can
It's
try
still
and,
on fire.
I don't know how to respond to that.
you Do you want me to try and make some resistant gloves?
Look.
Given a bit of time and
Hathor, not to be, do you think potentially your unexplained on fireness and your unexplained illness that isn't a natural illness could potentially be related?
That's kind of, yes, what I was getting at.
Don't be a bomb, Hathor. Don't be a ticking time bomb.
What if one day you cast a spell, you get set on fire, and you don't stop being on fire? I feel like that's more concerning for your mother than you saying, "Hello, mother. Sometimes when I cast a spell, actually most times, I get set on fire a little bit." Have you ever heard of anything like that? Could you help, maybe?
I asked Merrill about it and have been wanting to get back to him about it. However, we have been in the forest.
All right. I still think your mother is a good shout, though.
Last port of call.
Cacula, I'm afraid you do lose that held guiding bolt. I know it's from your star map, so it won't affect your spell slots or anything like that, but if you were holding spells, they do drop.
Yeah, no, that's valid because
cast
I hadn't taken it off, so thank you.
Just letting you know. This is a mechanical thing for anyone who is ever holding spells. If you don't cast the spell, it does lose the slot, I'm afraid.
Mm-hmm.
So the displays of Beasts is dead. The warehouse is quiet. What would you like to do?
It's actually in this warehouse. Is it just boxes?
Mostly. Physically, there's lots and lots of unopened crates and boxes. A few bookshelves that actually don't contain books. They appear to contain mechanical contraptions. Ezra, you would recognize a lot of these as like spare parts for spaceships. So things like there's a few that you guys will also recognize, like things that are used to hold the sails open, and also like levers that are used to readjust things. There's a few spares of those and that kind of thing. But most of this is closed crates. Most of the crates don't look to be locked, they're just closed.
Is there any...
I poke through to see if we can find the shiny rock collection that we're looking for.
The stabilizing crystals, yes.
Yes.
Kitto will help or Kitto will also investigate.
Yeah, roll me an investigation check, both of you, just for speed more than anything.
Yeah, don't worry. No cooperation, we die like men.
Ezra, what were you looking for?
I was going to ask if there's any, if I could look around for any sort of heat-resistant, like softish materials.
You can certainly make an investigation check. I'm not promising anything.
Okay.
Oh dear.
To be honest, Moons, I suspect I will burn through the gloves.
We'll find out. Make me an investigation check. Kitto, you get a little bit distracted by one of the corpses.
What about it?
You think it's still moving, and you're
but
actually, it's just the nervous system like jolting as the creature dies.
And Ezra does fine.
Still only counts as one.
Corpse.
Yeah. But yeah, you would just like turn to look at something, and you notice at the corner of your eye a twitch from one of the beasts. You immediately turn to spin to make sure it's dead, and you reckon it's just that the nervous system's twitching and glitching as the creature dies, and you're like, that was a dumb thing. Hathor,
Look around and see if anyone saw.
Nobody saw, it's fine. It was just you. Hathor, it doesn't take you very long to find like 3 largish, like, largish crates that appear to be full of a bluey purple crystal, which is about that big and shaped like a geode, and you recognize that as what had been described to you as stabilization crystals.
Presumably what we are looking for.
Yes. You remember actually saying that they would need 8 specifically.
Need 8 specifically.
Yeah, to make it work. But you've got 3 boxes here, which contains overall, let's find out, shall we? A fair amount. You reckon these boxes contain about 20 to 30.
Okay, cool. So they're not going to miss 8.
No, definitely not.
I'm pretty sure they said to take as many as we want anyway, Hathor.
Shall we get spares then? Do we want to take like 12?
Better to take spares, given that we're going to who knows where.
I'd rather have too many than too little.
I don't want to run out of stabilization halfway across somewhere very dangerous.
Yeah.
I think maybe 10 is a good idea.
You could take 12 without it being a noticeable difference.
Let's round up to 12.
Right.
Right?
That accounts for us losing half of them, which I think would be a worst case scenario.
Right. Well, how many boxes are there?
3.
Oh, well, that's fine then.
We'll just take. There's probably about 25, 30 in here.
Oh, all right. I just kind of had an image of them walking into like a decimated stash of crystals and being like, hang on a second, and we're already halfway across the continent. But you know what?
Maybe they'll think that
We'll just say that the space beats ate them.
Well, there we are, me and Lee.
The great minds think alike.
Okay, bag of holding. Hathor
Yeah,
will
bag
fall
of holding.
through and drop.
They're like fist size, but you can put them in a bag holding. Ezra, in terms of finding heat-proof material, it doesn't appear to be any heat-proof material in here, other than metal itself.
Yeah.
Like, you do know that often things like the physical engines of skyships can have like cladding on them. However, they don't tend to carry spares of the cladding.
No, I
Mainly-
can imagine that's quite rare.
It's not particularly common, and mainly the way of avoiding getting burned by the steam engines is not to go near the steam engines.
Yeah.
Like,
That's fair.
they don't tend to really do anything else. They're just like, don't go stand next to it.
Not a bother.
So yeah, you don't really find anything in here. You know, you probably could find some stuff if you went back to the schools, for example. Like, there would definitely be heat-proof material there, but not in this warehouse.
Cool.
Okay. You're gonna head back to the docks. It's about it's kind of late morning, early afternoon as you head back across the city of Utopia, up towards the sky docks. And it's quiet, in a not in an odd way, just in a kind of nice way. There are people wandering around and such, but nobody really seems to pay very much attention to you. It's fairly peaceful as you head back over. And you can see that are you heading towards the entrance that actually showed you first, or are you heading up to the Forest Runner? Where are you going?
I'll kind of glance at Hathor and say, shall some of us take the crystals in and some of us head back to the Forest Runner?
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. I should go take the crystals to Atri because I need to work out what books he wants. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Good plan.
Take a plan, we'll meet you there.
Is Hathor going on his own? Anyone else going with Hathor?
I want to roll insight.
Absolutely, roll insight.
Oh, I was just assuming we could all tell what was going on there.
Hathor, do you want
I
to
can roll
roll?
insight
Do you
too.
want to roll deception, or are you just gonna play it as he's real bad at lying? What are you going for?
No, he's deceiving.
All right, roll deception, please,
Ooh.
and other people can roll
Deception.
insight.
Oh, great.
That's a pretty good deception roll there, Hathor.
I feel like
Nothing.
just saying Hathor could maybe roll disadvantage because of the context around this.
That was a
Just
horrible
a suggestion.
I was gonna say you also did not sound very convincing, so I feel like you
No.
should roll at disadvantage.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So roll at disadvantage for me because you did not sound convincing
No.
at all as a person.
But never mind.
The dice have spoken. Okay, I'm not saying that you all know there's something off.
Yes.
You all know there's something off, and you all knew that, like, you got the vibe, you knew what Tia was, you know that Tia is definitely Hathor's father, and you know that Hathor is perturbed by this, but you also know that pushing Hathor is just going to yield to him being very upset with you. So there's not really much point in you poking him for that.
Yeah.
So, is anyone else going with Hathor, or is Hathor the only one going to see the rest of the crew? Az, are you going?
Yeah, I'll go with, sorry.
I say, as the other person who knows mechanical things, it might be useful for you to go talk to Atri.
Absolutely going. Sorry.
Okay, rest of you heading up to the Forest Runner. We'll start with you guys then, and then we'll come back to the other two because probably you guys will join them before they're finished having a conversation. So the rest of you, the four of you, head up towards the forest runner. You know where it is. It's not docked very far off. Can everybody make me a perception check to see if you can see people on deck?
Can do.
I love to see things.
Yes.
Hey, found a good roll.
Every day I see a things.
Love to see your things. 19. Very good.
I only rolled a 9. I have a
21.
+10.
Okay, so everybody sees all the things. You guys are approaching the ship, and you get a good angle where the light comes in, and you can all see you can see the glint of metal on the hand of Quoban sat up in the crow's nest. Doesn't appear to be anybody else on deck. He does appear to be doing sentry duty. Let's see if he can see you. What's Quoban's perception modifier? +10?
Yeah, plus 11, I think.
I was going to say it's
Wow.
equal
Chris
to
also
Infernus's.
enthusiastically waving at him.
Okay,
so
I'll give him
that might-
advantage.
Yeah,
I'll give
I
him
know it's
advantage
high.
for the enthusiastic waving. Well, this dice rolled 14, so that's a 24. Goodbye.
Tasty.
It tastes like Parma violets.
I thought it was the
Nice.
little one for a second.
No, it's the jelly dice, and I have now consumed
You
it.
should just use it on different groups, Alex.
Absolutely.
I'll save my others. I've got a whole tray here. Delicious dice.
Hello.
He
Should just do
Waves
that for
over.
real dice. Did you coggle? Can't prove it.
and kind of comes down the crow's nest. Oh, hey, you're back. That was quick.
Yes. Yes, we took care of them. It was just a nest of displacer beasts. That was all.
Fuckers. Right.
There was a rather large fellow, to be fair. There was a rather large fellow.
Right. That looked
Not
in wine
more,
was left.
but there was.
Good. Do we need to go clear that out?
Oh, yes.
That's fine. That's fine.
What's that?
Look,
Oh.
that's what deckhands are for.
True.
That's what deckhands.
Right,
That's
so
why
that-
we pay them. That's why we
Well,
pay them.
Poor fellows, though. I suppose if they're getting paid. I'll kind of turn to the
They're
rest of
not
the
slaves.
Maybe we should add, clean up to the roster next time.
Why?
Gentlemanly. It's the gentlemanly thing to do.
Right.
Mercenary and cleaning crew.
I was gonna say, brilliant.
We're doing
Yeah.
windows next as well. Just dust the whole place down while we're there.
Yeah, next session we're like, I was going to tell a joke, but I forgot how they say it now. God damn it! It was very funny. It was very
It was
funny.
very funny. I'm sure.
Big issue. There we go. Big
Ah.
issue. Everyone laugh.
We're not paying you for this anyway. I feel like you cleaning up is a bit more than you needed.
Fair enough. I mean, we didn't, so there you are.
That's fine. We'll go find the deckhands, and the deckhands will clean it up because that's what we do pay them for. That is their job.
Fair
Right.
enough.
Right.
Thanks, though. Glad to know our thing still is back. in
I'm
order.
glad we have now established the spheres of influence here. Is there anything else you need at all?
What did you say to Tyr?
Huh?
He's been sulking in the decks, and it's not really like him.
Not us
Oh,
so much. More of a personal matter with another member of our party. Ask him. Just check if he's all right. They're not in danger.
Quoban doesn't have an insight mod, does he?
Not a good one. No.
Nah, I didn't think so.
Probably like 5.
It'll be no, because he doesn't have proficiency in it, and he's got a negative wisdom.
Yeah. Yeah, probably just minus
Well,
1.
you rolled an 18, so that's a 17. His eyes go very wide, and he goes, "Shit."
I don't know what that means.
He found his son then.
Right, maybe.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna go buy him a drink and tell him.
Good plan. And
He's been looking for that kid for a while.
let him
He's
know,
always what he wanted.
Rosanna, is wonderful. And she took very, very good care of him. And he's also wonderful. I don't know if he'll. He may come round.
Difficult.
He may come round in time.
Family's always difficult.
Yes, quite.
We know that. All right. Thanks for letting us know. I'll let the captain know that you guys have been here.
Thank you for the crystals.
Yeah, no worries. Say hi to Atri, Zorby.
Will do.
And he heads off below decks.
We will also Vermish then.
Okay. And we shall flick back to Hathor and Ezra. Hathor, because you have a perfect memory, I cannot ask you to make a check to see whether or not you remember things, because it's mechanically a thing that you do. So you remember exactly where Atri took you to the secret hideout. Though I am going to make you make a check to see if you remember the secret knock.
Okay.
If you wish to have gears on your shoulder, you can, or just following along.
I was going to say, are you going to make Cheese jealous?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
If
okay.
you offer, Hathor will be like...
Cheese is moves his feet very carefully on Hathor's shoulder this is my fucking wizard.
Gears will ride on Damocles' back in that case.
He's a good boy. Just make me a intelligence saving throw, please.
Intelligence save.
For
Okay.
memory.
Well, 20 hasn't done me dirty yet.
No, you're fine. Wasn't hard DC with your abilities. You take a second, you stand at the door and you're like, wait a second, what was the pattern? And then you remember the pattern that actually taps into the wood. And there's a second before it swings inward and Fenrir stood there and you're like, oh, you're back.
Got your bag of rocks.
Love it when you bring me a bag of rocks.
Hi, everything's sorted out now. It should be safe to go into the warehouse.
It's not my warehouse. I don't care about it.
Oh, sorry.
Are your other half coming at some point?
Eventually, they won't remember.
No, I'll keep the door open. Or I'll stand outside it. Then I'll know.
Fair.
Actually, he's in the back. I think he's currently in the engine, so Kip will direct you.
Okay.
You head inside, and most people appear to actually be physically moving the big heavy pieces. You see Taran's and Spirit, as you saw before, and actually you're very impressed with how fast it's coming along. When you were here an hour or two ago, obviously it was the bare metal. Now, one half of the hull is almost completely built with the planks.
Yay!
Wow. Okay. So they must have some fair arms on it. And Kip looks up from where they're sawing a piece of wood to the right length, and looks up and goes, "Hey, looking for Atri?
Yeah.
You want to go
Hi.
straight through there?" And he points to a gap between where they've made the panels of wood, just the one thin panel gap. And they go through that way. You'll see them. It's the engine.
Right.
And you head into the belly of the new ship. And it's very easy to see because there's nothing on the inside yet. So there's just the engine at the back that's covered in metal casing and prepared. And then the rest of the ship is just still bare, skeleton. But you can hear actually bashing about in there, by the sounds of it, with the assistance of Scroll and Frostlion. And Frostlion sticks his head out. Ah, you're already back. Good to see you.
Bag of rocks.
Bag of rocks, love it.
All sorted.
Oh, no, hang on. I'll have to get them out.
Bag of holding.
Yeah.
He just sticks his hand in, pulls out stabilizing crystal. Takes a few minutes to pull all of them out.
Got you some spares as well.
Yes, there's 12 here.
Accounting for half. I didn't think we'd lose any. Fingers crossed, but worst comes.
Well, if worst comes to the worst and we get hit by lightning or something like that, these things are kind of the first to go. Hopefully, of course, we're not going to get hit by lightning again, so that should be fine.
We're going to get hit by lightning, fellas.
We should put them in a lead box or something.
I'm not sure that...
Lead box and a few metal.
That does protect against
balls.
lightning, right?
Well, lead protects against divination.
You could put a few grounding rods around, like, to protect it, I guess.
Yeah. He looks at Scroll, and Scroll like, oh, but why are you looking at me? I'm just here to hold things and look pretty.
No, don't put me in the lead box.
I was gonna say, I think lead is a conductor because it's metal.
Yeah, it is.
I'm like, where are you like, lead is a metal?
Box.
Yeah, like rubber or wood would be the thing. I think Leo's right. I think rubber would be the thing.
Oh, do you mean me to? Man, I'm not autumn anymore, lads. I can't stand over them.
In Gumbo.
Oh,
Ah,
Wood and just.
yeah,
Wait
because
a
I'm
few
like,
months, I'll be on
lead
it.
defense against divination, but it's also a metal, so I feel like it would not defend against
I was
lightning.
thinking of rubber and just
well,
crossed wires.
Okay,
you
anyway.
know, those clerics can use lightning. Protects against it. But yeah.
Anyway, Scroll, do you want to? And Scroll's like, yeah, I'm gonna go help the others, and steps out. Across the line, kind of. So, once you've got that, I actually need you to go pick up some books, so we can finish this off. And if you've got some time, your manpower will be very appreciated.
Well,
Yeah,
I
depends on how easy it's going to be to get these books, but I'm sure we could spend a bit of time. I mean, you seem to be handling it pretty solidly by yourselves.
Yeah, I mean, we wouldn't necessarily need your time like right now. Maybe in a couple of days, 3 or 4 days would be really useful. Because right now it's the physical stuff. Like, it's not very interesting to have you help me build a cage, but much more useful when I'm actually trying to cast the spells. Would really
Right.
appreciate you then.
Hook up wires. I get you.
Yeah,
okay.
but yeah, that wouldn't take me. I need these books, and then I'd need a couple of days to finish off the actual mechanical engine bits, and then I would need your help. Speaking of, and he like fiddles around in his pockets and pulls out what you can clearly tell is actually spellbook. It is falling apart at the seams. It's very much pasted pages back together, and Hathor, you're looking at it like, oh god, that's a mess. And he like flicks through to the back and opens the back page where he's just scrawled a list of things, and you're like, that's not what you meant to use a spell book for. Oh no.
But like flicks through and one of the pages is stuck together with soup.
Yep.
Soup.
It's very, very the vibe. And he's like, okay. I need 3 books. Pretty sure you'll find 2 of them in the School of Materials and 1 of them in the School of Magic. Pretty sure. I could be wrong. Been a while since I've been to the libraries.
What are they?
Okay, do you want to write this down?
Yeah.
Hint.
Yep.
So, pretty sure you'll probably find this one in the School of Magic, which is Strategies to Master Arcana by Beatrice Seema. I can put it in the chat as well.
Thank you.
Want it. And then I'm pretty sure the other 2 will be in the School of Materials. I would like you, also I need a copy of, this is a pretty new one, so I'm hoping that they have a copy. I would have thought they would have. Cracking the Secrets of Arcane Mechanics by Elmer Charles. I would have thought so. I'm pretty sure he's a professor there. And also then the last one that I'm pretty sure would be really helpful for this would be Imagining Skyships and Loving Every Minute of It by Artemisia Baum. Because that will help with the actual mechanical physical building of the engines, I think. So those are all the books that I need. The sooner you can get them, the better. And then it'll take me a couple of days from there.
Elmer, my boy.
You can go find him, sure.
Okay.
Artemisia! Hey!
Hey.
Me nicking names from all of our various games? Never. Yeah, so.
All right.
Yeah. I like your new friend, by the way. Ezra.
Oh. Hi. He's yeah, deserves quite a bit. Say hi, Gears.
Yes, waves his little leg, and actually very excitedly waves a little claw back.
Hi. Thank you.
You do the spider dance.
Yeah, he does the little spider dance with his front legs.
Stop! Stop! I love him too much.
I will rebuild him every rest if I have to.
The fact that he's not real is making my life worse.
Oh. Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's the main thing for us. I will.
Okay, yeah, first two are definitely magics. Arcane mechanics is a bit of a blah, but arcane mechanics.
Ezra, make me an intelligence save.
Save?
Yeah, for memory. You were at the School of Materials.
Okay.
And also spend a lot of time in the library.
Charles Elmer, I reckon that's materials. So I reckon we're only looking for strategies to master Arcana by...
For the most part, I know the librarian who works in the at the desk of materials, School of Materials. There we are.
Desk.
To which I can quite liked. I can certainly do that. I don't think she's gonna be. I don't think he's gonna be too happy about taking a book permanently, but it's fine.
With that 12, you would remember the Professor Charles, Elmer Charles, is a tutor at the School of Materials. So presumably his book would be in the library.
Okay, cool.
That would make sense.
Fantastic.
You don't know strategies to master Arcana, and you also don't know imagining skyships, but presuming that one's called Skyship Engines, you're assuming it would be in the school.
Yeah.
The normal sign-out procedures for the library.
Mhm.
Do the librarians sign it out under your name?
Yeah.
It's not you sign it yourself out.
I mean,
Librarians send them out.
Good to know.
Yeah, you two aren't really wanted back in the library, but that's fine.
I mean, I do have a wee idea, but it means that going in might be fine. I mean, I know the librarian is named Mordecai. He's absolutely lovely, got along very well. I think he'd be, well, I don't know if he'd be the sort of person to rat out per se. Hello. But if I take all my armor off and just go in regular, plain student clothing and the likes, blending in, I can go invisible on the way out with the book, so there's no signing out of my name. It just as I've went in and not what I've taken out.
That's fine.
Or you could just lie.
True.
Ezra, is there anyone in your course who you particularly hated?
Hated? No, not. I didn't really talk to a lot
Anyone
of the
who's a bit
others.
of a dick? Anyone who's really annoying, who you would enjoy seeing the librarian chase them up for a book they never took out?
I mean, on an alternative. No, she's in the.
Because I'm currently working out which drow twin I want to inflict that punishment upon as well.
Are you thinking Vale? Vale?
I took seeming. I learnt seeming last weekend. So
Right.
if there's anybody that you would like to impersonate for 8 hours.
There's no one that I really hate. I'll be honest.
Kydro.
He wouldn't be in the school of he wouldn't be in that school. In the School of Materials. You can, if you want, Moons, you definitely could just make up a student.
Okay.
Just make one up. I will add it to my list of NPCs. Do not worry about it.
A few days later, Kitto's like, why have we offered you a library book?
You can just make up a student who was in your engineering class who was mildly annoying. It's fine.
Boris Johnson.
Yes.
Doris
Absolutely.
Bonson.
Oh, don't make him canon though.
Okay.
Go.
There's
Doris Bonson.
There we go.
Joris Bonson.
Cool
There's one of the students in the year above called Yasin. Bit of an arsehole, so to speak. One of the ones who shows off saying all his stuff's better when he just steals everyone else's designs. And once tried to steal Damocles in a bag. He's still got the bite scar. But yeah, Yasin, I could look like him. He's
On the back of the bite scar, I'm sorry.
What?
That doesn't matter.
Oh.
I misunderstood.
I thought the bag bit him.
Yeah.
The only problem that you'll have, speaking from experience of impersonating people that you changing into other people's faces, is that if you run into them, they tend to freak out a little bit. Would you rather pretend to be somebody completely unknown or risk it and go as somebody who you do know is supposed to be there? Do you think Mordenkainen would be able to tell?
Possibly. Okay. If I went, what if I just changed something that would, I'll go as this person, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how high up is the school of mechanics? Like, if I, for instance, found the books and yeeted them out the window to a waiting Hathor on the ground, would this be valid? Instead of having to go all the way back down with stolen books.
Or you could just sign them out.
Or you could just sign them out in someone else's name.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Like, I am
I
immediately reminded of every single time I have given you guys a vaguely complicated problem of how to get out of something, and you've just done 8 things when you could have just lied.
Watch as we make it more complicated.
You could just lie.
Absolutely.
Like, there is a thing you can do, it's called lying.
Okay,
I'm not sure about that.
Did you consider Cacula must tell the truth or he'll die? Did you think about that?
You can just go in and change one thing about yourself with seeming so you look different and just sign it out as somebody else's name.
Okay.
It's really not that hard. You can just make a person up on the spot if you want. It's fine.
We'll just go in as Ezra. And
all 6 of us.
Yeah, all 6 of us just go in as me.
Okay, you're not, like, neither of you were kicked out of the schools. The only reason you're not going back to the schools is because you're specifically avoiding people. Turing and Merrill told you to keep your head down because they didn't know whether or not there was going to be fallout.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not wanted, and Hathor's just avoiding Hydral. Like, the only person who can't get back into the schools is Cacula. The rest of you could just walk in.
Okay,
There's no reason why not.
Using that amazing advice that really should have entered our head straight away. We'll just head in. I'll sign it out with someone else's name. I'll just, hide it under my bag and just walk out with it, making it look like I haven't took anything. It should be fine.
We can literally just go pick them up and walk them out.
Yep.
Hi.
You can sleight of hand them. You can sign them out with your name. You're still legal students. There's no reason you can't borrow books.
Couldn't you just buy them?
You can just go borrow the books. Hathor maybe not, because Hathor isn't still on the record as being a student, but Ezra definitely could.
Look, if I come back to a 2,000 gold return fee, that's going to be a nightmare. But fine, okay. We'll just go in. I'll sneak it out, and it should be good.
And with that, the rest of the party are going to join up. You guys head out back from having a conversation with Quoben and take a moment to find your way back to the door. But it's a little bit obvious now because Fenrir has just stood outside of it waiting for you. And as soon as he sees you, he get in. Hello. Hi. Cacula, we're not drawing attention to this place. Get inside. Very good. Let's move.
Yes.
just like just as you're inside and closes the door, and you head back to hear the end of this conversation where you've got Hathor and Ezra going, but what if we threw the books out of the window, and Frostline looking like he wants to cry. And then you get to the point where Ezra realizes that he's still a student and can just borrow the books, and Frostline looks even more like he wants to cry. And we'll take a break there and come back in 5, guys.
Okay.
So the rest of you turn up to the end of this conversation with Ezra and Hathor and Frostline's tired face, and actually watching this whole thing like you'd watch a tennis match. And Frostline looks up and goes, "Thank God. Hopefully some of you have more brain cells." And actually goes, "Hi, good to see everyone. Glad to see Fenrir let you back in again. Are you all going to the schools?"
Up to these guys, I guess.
Do we need to all go?
No.
I think the less attention we're bringing to one another, the better. Really?
If you need someone,
Good idea for me to come with you at least.
I have a
Ruth
way
doesn't
for
like me
everybody
either.
to come if people would like to. Because I can cast Seeming.
Well, how many books do we need?
3.
We need
Oh,
3 books from 2 different locations. One of which is the School of Mechanics. The other one is the School of Magics. I'm not allowed into the School of Magics. That's not my expertise. But
You
the
can still
School of-
get in.
You're allowed in.
I thought it was just a straight up. You are only allowed in your distinct.
No. Because you can take cross course classes.
Ah, okay, cool.
It's a library, not
would
Harry
be
Potter.
hilarious if Ezra canonically thought that, though, just putting that
Yeah.
out there.
Mhm.
And he hadn't gone anywhere but his own school for 2 years.
I've learned everything the hard way. No.
Yeah. You can go through because Hathor took Cortan, which is not magic. You have to go into the School of History for that.
Yeah, that's that.
Like you can take cross course things, so there's no reason you can't go into other people's libraries.
Okay, then yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, everyone can go into each other's libraries and borrow books, but obviously you spent all of your time in the school materials library.
there's no reason for us to all go, right? Unless there's any reason we'd expect trouble. But we're just picking up
We
some
should always
books.
expect trouble at this point, but
I mean, I doubt picking up books in the middle of the library would cause trouble. If we're, the previous idea of throwing them out the window, then yes, but
I'm just going off our track record, Ezra.
that's
I don't
fair.
know in what conceivable universe there can be trouble at us getting books, but I know it will happen.
Mm. Okay. Well, it should be fine going into the School of Mechanics. I know where one of the books is roughly. The other 2, with a bit of searching around, or just asking a librarian, should be fine.
Hathor, for seeming, do you have to be within a certain range to be able to see them, or what?
When I cast it, it'll stay on you from that point onward. I can't change the illusion once I cast it, but you have to be within 30 foot of me when I cast it, and then once it's on you, it stays on permanently for 8
Right.
hours.
Yeah, okay. Well then, how about you cast on all of us, and then a couple people go in. If you run into trouble, let us know, and we can join you.
Sounds a plan.
Pretty
Works for me.
good.
I feel like even if it goes wrong and we need to go in and help you, Cacula shouldn't go in. Because if we got stuck and Seeming ran out, that would be bad.
Quite
Aye.
bad.
Yeah, okay, that sounds like a good
Cacula,
plan.
you can just well shape though.
I just think we should
True.
not take Cacula into the schools.
It was going to be dangerous then. I mean,
On a bad 99.
We have no reason to believe it's going to be dangerous. I'm just suggesting it as a backup plan. Let's.
Aye.
Should we head off now?
Yes.
If you want to stay here, you're welcome to stay here if you're not going with.
I think I will if that's all right. I can always help around the ship. It's just, I think I've said before, you know, there's a warrant out for my arrest in the
Yes,
school.
you're the same as Atri, right? That's why
Quite.
he's not going.
I'd rather not risk it if at all possible. But give me a bell if you need someone, and I can wild shape in a pinch.
I can also cast sending. One of us can cast it. It's fine. We can make it work.
Do you mind if I tag along to the library? In fairness, Nerin was on about blood hunter orders, and I thought, ooh, blood hunter orders. Wonder what that's all about.
Sure,
Hi.
you can come with. I'll take race, gender, and color preferences on the way to the library.
Maybe clothing, just because, you know, sky pirate clothes.
Seeming covers that.
Okay,
I
perfect.
turn you into a cow if you wanted. With seeming.
How many cows are in the library?
Is that a commonplace
At
find?
least one, Julian. At least one.
There's always a first in the School of Magics.
Oh no, I apologize. You must have the same basic arrangement of limbs.
I have at least 4 limbs.
Cows
So
have the same basic arrangement of limbs as human beings.
Men.
Wait, is that in character? Is that in character from someone or not? Is that
No,
in
that's the
response to in
DM
character?
going, you can do that.
Can Frostlight say that?
Actually would have said it.
Okay.
Cows have the same basic arrangement of limbs as humans.
Well, they don't have any arms.
No, they got legs though.
I know,
And that's
they've
the same
got 4
basic
legs.
arrangement as limbs.
No,
Would it be a cow which
is.
like stood up on 2 legs though? Because the legs are at a different angle.
It's the same basic arrangement of limbs. They don't have to be at the same angle. That's not specified.
It was more to emphasize the fact that whatever clothes you would like, I can make. What if cows could go to the library though?
Okay, let's leave.
Okay, how about is just Cacula staying with me, or am I keeping anyone else?
I'll stay too. please.
Okay, Cacula and Nerin, how about you guys come and
Wait.
you could come with me. We're gonna go build some stuff.
Hathor, do you want someone waiting outside, or I can just stay here too if you're not first?
You can do. Any inclination to go see your uncle?
You need to ask.
No, it's my maximum concern every time.
Yeah, that's fair. Look, do you want me outside or not?
No, you can stay.
Cool, that's fine. Just still let us know if you need anything.
Right.
Well, you guys can come with me, and I'm sure I can find you some people to help. I will see you guys in a couple of hours. Hopefully, if you don't come back within 2 hours, no, I'll give you 3. It's the library. If you don't come back within 3 hours, actually, we'll message you, and if you don't reply to that message, we'll come find you.
Right.
We'll probably be in prison.
That's why we'll come find you.
Rightio.
Have fun.
Right.
So, as we've split the party, which is fine. There's not anything.
I mean, there isn't much of a reason to take 6 people to a library trip.
I didn't plan you all to go to the library trip.
Yeah.
I was looking at it being like, DM?
No,
Yeah.
I kind of assumed that you weren't all gonna go on this bit. Like, this is just the getting the lay of the land.
Odd goes to the library.
Stuff. Yeah. I kind of assumed that once you've been, you might come back with all of you, but I kind of assumed you weren't all gonna go to the library.
Or Ezra Luther.
Yes. Come on, let's go. Okay, are you casting seeming?
Yeah, before we go out, I will do.
Okay.
We can all Hathor will cast it so it changes his clothes but not his appearance.
Okay.
Ezra.
Right.
Gabriel, description.
Sorry, I'll stop. Sorry, this is supposed to be for people who weren't actually in the scene.
No. That's why I went Ezra.
Oh,
Yeah, we're waiting for. Okay, Moons. What are you doing? How are you looking?
Oh, sorry. I said yeah. Like sorry. Okay. Just I think if we're going into the school of mechanics, we don't need a change because the librarian will probably trust me a bit more if I do come into contact with him by looking like me.
So we'll go as you.
Yep.
Do you want any clothing changes, or is what you're wearing appropriate?
Clothing change, School of Mechanics, School
You
of
know what
Mechanics.
the uniform looks
Yeah.
like. You've seen the engineers.
Yeah, I'm still kind of wearing it in the armor incorporated, just getting rid of the armor bits, really.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and then Lusa.
I don't think that Eladrin's going to be. I'll draw attention to myself. Can that spell change height?
Only
Foot or
lightly.
down.
Or about
Yeah,
down?
and if by a foot taller or a foot shorter, but also you won't change, your appearance will. So if I add a hat and put my hand through your hat, your
What will
hat,
that?
my
Okay.
hand will go through it.
My idea was a gnome with a big wide beard and a beret.
Foot shorter,
Yeah, I'll do.
4'11".
That'd be very tall for a gnome.
We'll go. Just make me a small little man with a grey beard and a beret.
You want to be a young student, mate.
I was going to be a librarian. Oh, fine.
The librarians have names.
I
You
want
can't
to
just
be pissed.
impersonate them.
The students don't have names.
You can't. Okay, no, but both Hathor and Ezra
Fine.
know the
Fine,
librarians.
What
Yeah.
That's all I'm
Yes.
pointing out. They're quite well
We would
Okay,
known.
advise
fine.
you would
DM.
suggest this to Hathor,
Yes.
and Hathor would go, the staff are going to recognize that you're not a member of staff.
Because you're
What?
going to have to talk to them.
What time of year is it?
Yeah,
Is it?
there goes
it's
my
Summer. It's 2 days into summer.
Okay, so I'm guessing that's not the time of year when new students will be taken in. So I'm thinking, what if you went as like kind of the equivalent of like a fresh starter who I'm showing around the place? Well,
Works
if
for
it's-
me.
If it's not that time of year, then that'll look a bit weird.
Are you
That
having
can be
this
a
conversation in front of us or
I
not?
can be a transfer student. We'll go with that.
Where are you transferring from?
Are you having this conversation in front of us? Can I join in?
What part of this place is an island that has never existed to the outside world? Where are you
Call
transferring
me James
from?
Buccaneer. I'll be a human kid. That'll do. Brown hair, a bit messy.
I was going to say, give me a race.
Yeah, that'll,
Human, just make me Bucket.
Yeah,
That works.
Yeah.
yeah, that'll do. We've got the whole gang
Yeah,
today.
they were having this conversation in front of you, kids. So you
Yeah.
can watch
Okay,
this train wreck.
Well, no, okay, cool. They're just going to be like, they're not going to ask you for your life story.
What if though?
They're not.
Okay.
You just have to look like a student. So
Do you guys, first line is like, do you guys know how many times I have got away with pretending I was a completely normal person with minor illusion? You have seeming. Just walk past people and pretend you know what you're doing. Nobody pays any attention to you.
Okay, fine.
Your bucket and you're wearing orange robes. Easy.
Works for me.
Evocation student.
You're an evocation wizard.
You're an evocation wizard.
From
Very
school.
fair.
Right.
Yeah.
I never went to school. I was homeschooled.
Well, follow me. Don't be judgy at everyone because that's a good call out. If someone asks you a question, just say you don't know and I'll answer it. And apart from that, yeah, just follow me.
And
Alright.
yes, Nerin, you can have sparkly clothing. I'm sure Hathor can give you sparkly clothing.
And make
Green
very
sleeves, please. Like
I think-
Cacula, but sparkly.
and make you very sparkly. And I'll
Thank
give
you.
Cacula cute little like sparkly stars
Ah.
along all of his horns.
Yay.
There you
I
go.
turn Kitto pink. I do not turn Kitto pink because you've been stuck like that for 8 hours.
You
I was
can
gonna
turn
say
him
it's
pink.
not a
No,
short
you
one.
can turn him pink. I don't care. He does, but I'm for it.
Right.
And as well, Luther, if anyone asks you where you're meant to be or what course you've taken, just trying to make small talk, just say you're in here coming to try and pick your
No,
He's wearing
he's an-
evocation mage. He's an evocation mage.
An
He's
evocation
wearing the
named
student.
Ezra.
He's wearing the skin.
That's why,
Just wearing his bucket.
that's why I specifically picked orange. He's wearing orange
He's wearing
robe.
over an orange robe, such an evocation
Okay.
mage.
I'm
Orange.
from
Okay,
Gryffindor, Ezra.
It's
Okay,
fine.
I could
Like-
not remember that. That's fine.
Nobody is paying enough attention to you. It's school. You're students in a library. It's
just-
not this hard.
Yeah, let's just go and loot the library.
Just go.
Let's
You're
just burn
looking
it
for
down.
3 books in a library.
Is Kitto pink?
Is Kitto pink? Kitto is pink. Frostlion is trying to hide his smirk. He is failing to hide his smirk. It's very
Hi. Hi.
have fun. Perhaps stop overcomplicating this. It's going to be fine. Just don't talk to anyone. So, we'll start with the 3 of you who are having fun. Frostlion is trying to pretend that he isn't very amused by pink Kitto.
Fucking hate Hathor.
It's quite
Well, I
funny
don't
though.
know.
It's quite funny though.
What shade of pink are we talking? It's like millennial pink, but
How
hot pink.
pink is Kitto?
My brain is like charity pink, but that doesn't. It's
So hot pink. Charity
Right.
hot pink.
That's horrible. Why would you do that to him?
it's like a coral
You
color.
look kind
Like a
of like you
coral
might
colour.
be related to me.
Yeah, I
yeah.
was gonna say you do look a little close to Nerin.
It's
Yeah.
quite fetching. So
Cacula, give me one good reason not just to walk out of here and never look at any of you ever again.
everyone else would look at you and you'd be pink.
I mean, that's a pretty good reason.
Aye, that's.
I was gonna be nice.
You're not
and say,
here.
You're not Ezra, get out!
I was just saying as me.
Yeah.
Osmond.
Ruth is just like, yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, what do you need?
Well, you're not. None of you are particularly strong.
I feel like between us we might be able to carry like 1 plank of wood.
It's
You
less
know?
the carrying the planks of wood's not the problem. Torrans is able to do that. It's more the putting them in place.
Right.
Are you dexterous enough not to whack your own fingers off? Kitto,
Yes.
you are, definitely. As a Nerin. Okay, Kitto and Nerin can do that. Cacula,
Maybe Cacula could transform into something really big and strong and carry planks.
I
that
could
would
do,
be really useful.
I could do that.
You've got spider. You know a large spider?
I think actually I do.
If you could do a large spider, that'd be really useful because we could then get a start on the upper decks without having to
Oh.
build scaffolding.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes, I can do that. I can even build
Okay.
some large webs. I don't know if they'd be strong enough to hold people, but it'd be fun.
Probably. Yes, let's go on with that then. Actually have fun. And actually's like, yeah, bye. He's busy inputting the stabilization crystals. And yes, can I have dex checks from Nerin and Kitto about basically you guys are on hammering things whilst the stronger members of the crew are holding them into place, and Kitto and Cacula take off a wild shape as you become a giant spider.
Fuck these dice. Fuck these dice.
It's not a hard
But they're
DC,
so
you're okay.
pretty. A dex check, like a straight dex check.
Straight dex check.
10.
That's fine, that's the DC. Nerin?
Okay.
17.
Okay, good. Yeah, you both, Kitto, you actually find that it's a little harder than you think to balance on the very edge of the panels, but you don't fall and you're okay. And Cacula,
Hathor
you-
fucked up my fingers with his magic.
yeah, every time you look down at your fingers, you're like, God damn it, they're bright pink!
Hathor didn't make Kitto pink. He made him sunburned. So
So it's just stings all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that's how seeming works.
No, it's not.
It was a scorching ray, that's what it was.
Oh. And yeah, Cacula, you spend your time as a giant spider, helping, more than helping to lift the planks, helping to like climb up the underside of the and create webbing to mean that when they're creating the bow of the ship, they can also create like the panels on top without having to build significant amount of scaffolding, which is very useful for them. So
Can we say that at some point Cacula will also do he'll wave his little legs at Gears, and then Gears can wave his little legs back.
Gears is with Ezra, but yes,
No!
Gears is with Ezra.
This world is so cruel.
That's so cruel. Can I have one of the 3 of you roll me a D100 to see how much you assist the crew, basically?
I want to do that. Okay, do you want to do that?
Yeah, roll me a D100. Just to get a feel of how much easier you make the crew's life, more than anything. Cacula, are you gonna roll it?
Roll for building hammocks.
No, roll for helping the crew.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was for everyone.
No, that
No,
was
we're
for
not
the
here.
three of you. One of the
Oh,
three of
sorry.
you, roll a D100 for me, please. Thank you very much.
81.
Oh, you do very well. The spider webbing is very useful for them, and you're very, very good. And by the time a couple of hours have passed and Cacula has run out of wild shape, you've managed to basically completely plank the sides of the ship and also the first half of the decking of the top of the ship, which is much further than they would have gotten today, especially in a couple of hours. So as Cacula's wild shape sort of is coming to an end, they are very happy with that. So
Tell you what, the adjustment between 8 eyes and 2 is very strange.
And you close them.
Good idea. And then he will.
All of them.
I love him. Okay, so the other half. We've got Ezra, Hathor, and Lusa heading into the schools. Can I have either performance or persuasion to get past the guards? Whichever you prefer.
Both of them are 0 modifiers for me.
Okay.
I think it's more performance than persuasion.
Yeah, because I'm like,
I'll
are
try
you
persuasion.
trying to look good? Wondering. Wow. Okay.
Oh.
Really glad that Ezra held that check. Because if Ezra had rolled below a 15, you would have failed. So you are lucky because the DC goes up by every failure that Ezra rolled a 17 there. You walk up to the guards and Luther, you've got no idea. You've never been to the schools. You look completely terrified. Hathor, you're so busy trying to make sure that Luther doesn't look terrified that you almost walked directly into some of the librarians' militia. And so you manage to grab Hathor by the arm before that happens and go, come on, we're going to go to the school of materials. And the guard gives you a once over and then goes, fucking students. And you get past without any issue, but you were very close.
I feel like that's so mean, considering that, like, it's literally the school's militia. He must be around students all day. Like, get a different job, dude. You know, it's like teachers that hate students.
I didn't say the militia were nice. They're a militia.
True.
I'm
I
gonna
guess
kinda
that's the cop that hates students, which is like a lot of them.
Most of the cops.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna like quietly, like as we're away from the guards, I'm just gonna be like, you need to just act natural. Don't go, waving your arms around and stuff. Just imagine you don't want to be here. That's what
I don't
everyone else
want to
feels.
be here.
Well, there you go. It's perfect.
Okay, are you going to the School of Materials first or are you going to the School of Arcana?
Probably materials.
Yeah, I can go to Akanda last. I'm doing
Let's
like
do materials. We
basic.
get 2 from there first. and
Yeah.
Then go to Arcana.
Moons knows the librarian. If we get kicked out of the School of Magic, which we're more likely to, we've already got 2 that we need.
Yeah. I mean, you also know the librarian of the School of Arcana, but less well than Ezra does.
She's less friendly, if I remember appropriately.
He's a bit grumpy, is Optimus, yeah.
Yeah.
He's just a bit sulky. School of Materials Library. That's the office I want. So, you don't have to put yourself on this map. I just like the map. It's fine.
Oh, hello there.
It's a nice map. Yes, it's the pals. You can be very excited about the pals.
Oh.
They're here.
Them! Boys, 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 boys. Boys are back in town.
Here comes the boy.
Welcome. Here he comes.
comes.
There he is.
Is. Okay. Yep, you're welcome to put yourselves on the map, but it's not really necessary. So you guys head into the School of Materials, past Longthorn the guard, who you have met many times, who actually Hathor gives you a and Ezra.
Can I jog over to him real quick?
Yeah, of course.
I'd be like, bumped into a few possible friends of yours?
I don't have many friends, to be more specific.
Guardian says hi.
Good to know that he's still out there.
Mm-hmm. With Rabbit and Starlight and a bunch of the other ones too.
Good to know that they're still out there.
Pat, head back.
Give you a nod. VL, the drow, who you would also know, Ezra, is sat half asleep at his desk, doesn't actually pay attention to you as you walk past him.
Yeah.
And you can walk very quickly up to the library of the School of Materials. It's not it's smaller than the library in the School of Magic. School of Magic's library is massive. School of Materials is a bit smaller because it's more specialized. And you head in and you can see Mordecai Nettle, the white halfling dragonborn, sat at his desk in the back, clearly looking at a book with his glasses perched on his nose, like as he flicks through a book. It's quiet. You don't see many other students in there.
Mhm.
You see a couple of the professors in the corner who appear to be having a hushed conversation. Ezra, oh god, you wouldn't have taken either of their classes, so I don't think you'd recognize either of them.
No.
Because Charles teaches significant mechanical engineering, like he teaches armorer's stuff, and Percival teaches gunsmithing, so you don't shoot a gun, so you wouldn't have taken either of their classes.
Might have like been in a
Sorry,
seminar like once and kind of went, not for me.
Yeah. It's not they're not things that you are that interested in. So you're like, oh yes, they're professors, but you wouldn't know them. That's specifically.
Know about that?
So you are in the library now. Are you just gonna go searching for the book? Are you gonna ask Mordecai? What's your play?
Okay, I've been in here quite a few times, correct?
Yes. You have.
Is it alphabetized and in section?
Yes, it's Dewey Decimal System.
I'm going to start looking through that way first before asking.
Make me an investigation check.
Okay.
With advantage because you spent a lot of time in this library.
Cool. Investigation with didn't give me the choice. Okay, I'll just roll again.
Just roll out again. Okay, 26. Great. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't take you very long to find the first book on your list. The one by Elmer, the Cracking the Secrets to Arcane Mechanics. It does look to be a very, very new print.
Right.
Like it's really not used very much. And then it takes you about 10 or so minutes to find the second one. I imagine it's Skyship Engines, and Loving Every Second of It by Artemisia Barn. It's a bit more complicated to find. There aren't a huge amounts of information on like skyship building because it's not. It's more of a practical skill than it is an academic skill.
Yeah.
But it doesn't take you very long to find both of these books. And you're not, unless you're actively attracting attention to yourself, you're students in a library. No one's really looking at you.
I'm gonna kind of say, do any like just sort of quietly like down the aisle, check left and right, see if anyone's listening. Doubt it. Do any of you have the bag of holding on you?
No, I didn't take it with me.
It's Cacula who has it. So unless you specifically took it off Cacula,
Which we did not.
which you did
I
not.
do have a rucksack.
I was going to say, well, Hathor did have it with the crystals in to give to Frostlion.
Yes.
And we didn't explicitly say that Hathor gave it back. So I guess you could roll a dice and see who has it because we didn't really discuss that.
Okay, that's fair. Roll me any dice. Even if Cacula has it, odds you have it.
D20 odds and evens?
Yeah, any dice. All dice have odds and evens.
Yeah.
That didn't work. Try again. It's /R. Evens, Cacula has it,
Cool.
Ah,
so you don't have it.
We can just hold the books. It's no big deal.
Has his own bag.
aye.
I have a bag. You
I
can.
mean,
put
you could
my
also
bag-
just go sign them out.
Aye,
Yes.
that's fair. Well, can one of you two go and sign them out? You've got you know, just so it doesn't lead back to a paper trail or anything like that. Or I can do it. Doesn't matter.
You're
Do you-
probably best. You're a material student.
Hmm.
Aye,
Thanks.
all
Wait.
right.
You'd
Can
want
I go
them.
look for a Blood Hunter book?
Aye,
Make an
I'll-
investigation check. You're in the School of Materials, though, so you're
Not-
unlikely
Okay,
to
yeah,
find it
we're not
here.
in Arcana yet.
You're
so.
not in Arcana. You're in the School of Materials, Bernie.
right. I'll go sign these out. If you two want to just head out, or just near the door.
I will wait for you.
All right. I'll go. I'm guessing you have to go to Mordecai to
Yeah.
say, "Hey, I'm signing these out." And,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You
I'll
head over, and Mordecai's sat behind his desk and looks up.
Hello there.
Been a while, Ezra. You've not been around for a bit.
I've been the time of year, just busy working on this little project, and I'll hold up Gia's little project of mine.
Almost get a smile from Mordecai. Almost.
Mhm.
Not quite. You almost get one.
He's I got over the original issues that sadly Damocles had, and he hasn't damaged any books. I still apologize for that.
Well, as long as he's behaving himself. Are you
Aye.
taking those ones?
Aye, indeed, and I'll hand them over so she can take a look.
Yeah, he takes them over and Professor Charles is in the corner if you want to ask him some stuff. I'm sure he's talking to Professor Dorello, but if you
Oh.
needed something.
Oh, I'd appreciate it, but at the same time, I wouldn't want to ask him anything unless I already knew what it's about. I don't want to, I appreciate it though. Thank you. But I'll catch him in about a week or so once I've had the time to read through it.
Understandable. And he takes out a ledger and writes down in very, very pin neat handwriting Ezra Barakova, and then the date, and then the titles of the two books, and then hands them back to you. 3 weeks. You know the rules.
3 weeks. All right. Okay, perfect. I'll have it back to you 3 weeks, and not a day later.
Better not be, Barakova. You know my rules.
I do indeed. I follow them well. Right. Take care of yourself.
And you.
I kind of just head out.
No.
Ah.
You're just taking books out of a library. I understand that I'm scary, but you're just taking books out of a library.
You are a scary DM.
You're
You must do
just-
everything perfect.
You're just taking books out of a library.
I'm just
Feels
scared of
not
taking
like
books
you.
out of libraries in real life. It still feels like theft.
To be fair, same.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys heading out of the School of Materials?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Heading over to the School of Arcana?
Just for my sake.
Yes.
Boyfriends?
Not Percival and Elmer. Elmer is married to Mordecai.
Ah.
Elmer is married to the librarian. Percival is esteemed elderly bachelor. Oh no, Strive's here. Percival's married to Strive, but Strive's part of the librarian's militia. So he's not in the force.
It makes sense for the canon, but I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It does make sense for the canon.
Yeah. Gabriel's like, you took my boy, you made him a cop.
I did make him a cop. I mean, he was a cop originally.
Yeah.
He was just a traveling cop.
I am a traveling cop.
He's still a cop.
Hello, it's me, traveling cop.
Traveling man, traveling.
Drive, ghost cop.
All right, so you guys head to the School of Magic, which is just across the way. It's fairly easy getting in. No one's really paying no one's paying attention to you because you look like students. So nobody is like, oh, suspicious students in this school. God damn it. There are always students. It's a school. Nobody looks twice at you. So you guys head into the School of Magic. Where's my And as you're heading into the library, Hathor, which you know how to get to very easily, you walk in or just straight up to the library. As you're heading into the library, you almost run into someone who's walking out of the library, and you stop yourself just before you walk into them. You take a second and you do recognize them. It's Delicate Wren.
Hey!
You're okay. It's fine. There she is. Down in the bottom corner. And you take a second, you almost bump straight into Delicate Wren. And for the other two of you, Delicate Wren is a lean to tortoiseshell tabaxi, who's wearing the same color robes as Hathor currently is, the kind of pale white abjuration robes. And she jumps a little, surprised to run into you quite suddenly, and goes, "Oh, that's all."
And it's good to see you. Hi.
She gives you a hug.
I give her a hug back.
I heard you stayed in touch with the twins, but
Yeah.
I've not seen you since you left.
Oh, it's been a bit of a while.
Yes. What are you doing back?
Here, shepherding, and I'll thumb it.
Lovely to meet both of you. I'm Delicate Wren. I was in Hathor's when he studied here doing abjuration. Hathor, make me an insight check because you know her.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, all of you can make me one as well, or just a
Sure.
general one. The other two of you can make me a general insight check.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
No, just you're not there.
Cacula.
Advantage, Hathor, sorry, because you know her. I apologize.
Advantage.
Should have mentioned that. Not better.
Fucking heck. I thought going, friend.
Hathor's like, oh, friend. Ezra and Luther. The school of Ezra especially, the school materials are fine. There's a very tense air in the School of Magic. You don't know this girl, but she's very on edge. She's looking over her shoulder all of the time, and Tabaxi's tales can be quite easy to read. She has the thing that a cat does when they are nervous. Her tail is very active and a little bit bristly. Speaking of, hello, Juno. Hi.
She's twitching.
Yeah, I mean, Hathor, even with the 5, you can pick this up. Something is up. There is an uneasiness here. You're not sure if it's just Wren with the 5. The other two of you, it's not just her. The whole place feels on edge. Every single person you've walked past is looking over their shoulder. The place feels on edge.
I see into the library over her shoulder.
Yeah, you can see Artemis, the halfling librarian who's sat at his desk. He's tapping like he's nervous. But you can't see, the stacks come out. You can't see anybody else in stacks right now. You can see Artemis. That's it.
An inspection today or something? What's going on?
Oh, no, just, she kind of glances over her shoulder, left and right. Things have been a bit difficult recently, that's all.
We can take a few minutes. Should we walk?
Yes, let's walk, shall we? Did you need something from the library?
Yeah, we need a book.
Get that.
We'll just go in and
then,
grab.
Then we'll take a walk. I'll wait for you here.
Sure thing, DM.
All right, look for a blood hunter book.
Yes, roll me investigation. Hathor, also roll me investigation for the book you're looking for with advantage. And Ezra, roll me perception.
Hey.
Okay, I'm going to use dice.
Dice for you.
Oh,
Wow, Ezra, you're an idiot.
Yarp.
You don't get to see the thing that I had. Guess you don't see your best friend and crush in the shelves, looking at her necromancy books.
Why is she in the
Fuck
shelves?
you.
I know what you meant, but it makes it sound like she's touched the shelves.
Ezra, my beloved.
She's
hiding.
She's in the shelves, one arm just holding a book labeled "How to Undo Necromantic Spells."
Yeah, no, you don't. Quiven is in the library, but you're not paying enough attention to notice her. 28. Hathor, it takes you literally 2 minutes to find what you're looking for. It's very easy for you to find Strategies to Master the Arcane by Beatrice Seamer. with a 14, Lusa, you do find one book that is specifically into unnatural orders. And as you flick it open to the front page, it does discuss what is known as blood hunter orders. You can give it to Hathor to get it checked out as well, if you'd like.
Hathor, if you wouldn't mind.
Absolutely. Also,
I need something to validate my ego boost.
Round upstairs.
You want to poke around upstairs?
No, are you rolling the rock around?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
No.
Seriously, it's so loud.
It's so loud.
They're rolling across the floorboards. It sounds like a little like earthquake's going on up there.
I thought somebody was moving furniture next door.
It's the rock, and the rock is so heavy.
Yeah, no, I'll go get those checked out.
Okay, no worries.
Text, we have a rock as a doorstop that I found on the beach. It's like this big. It's very heavy, like lump of quartz.
1 second, I'll lift it up.
It's very loud.
And Aleks has been rolling it about with the foot.
They're in the room.
Fuck me, that's a football.
Here is a rock.
They're moving furniture.
It's very loud because
Jesus
our wood
Christ.
floors.
That's not a boulder. That's a rock.
Yeah, it's very loud because of our wood floors.
You
Anyway,
get like flatmates and like, are they like bowling up there? And it's an actual boulder.
It's just the Indiana Jones like voltage.
Fucking calm down, Sisyphus.
okay. Yes. So, Hathor, are you going to talk to Artemis?
Yeah, I'll go take them out, and presumably look on edge as well.
Yeah, you come over and Artemis looks up and it's a halfling man in his like later years. He's got like shot of jet black. I've got a picture of Artemis Ural. There he is. Artemis Ural. Here he is. And he's got these like white shock hair. And he's got a book in one hand and he looks up. Do make me another insight check. Not at advantage for this one because you don't know Artemis that well.
I'll lose my dice because they're being kind to me. 4.
Oh, okay. He's on edge. He looks at you. Ermik. What do you need? These ones?
Yeah, and then I'll be out your hair.
You've spoken to your old tutor in a while. He says as he pulls out the ledger. Starts writing your name.
Avoiding it as much as possible, but not recently. Why?
You'd have to ask him about that, not me.
Okay.
I don't make a business of gossiping about my peers.
Never said you did.
He signs out the books for you. 3 weeks.
And I will take them
back.
and Vamoosh.
Yeah. Ren is stood just outside the door, keeping an eye. Let's walk, shall we?
Yeah. Artemis asked me about Wakenshaw. What the?
Yeah, there's been a lot of people asking about Wakenshaw. You got out good. Come on, let's move. She leads you down one of the corridors that you know is less. It's one of the student. It's the areas where there's like study rooms, so it's often less inhabited during the day. And she heads down there and checks one of the study room doors and opens it and goes, "Oh, sorry, Professor." And you look in and you can see Litrix is sat with a book open, and there's a young man, human man, stood behind him, who's like holding a set of books and looks up at you.
I'll make eye contact with Litrix across the thing, like.
He freezes, making eye contact with you.
Hi. And I will say, pat Ren on the shoulder and be like, "It's all right, give me a sec." And nip in. Sorry.
He waves a hand and the student, the guy behind him puts the books down.
Everything all right?
What are you doing back here?
Taking books out. Very exciting.
It's not safe.
Okay.
He's throwing his weight around.
Oh, for God's sake.
I
Okay.
got fired.
What?
Yeah. That's why I'm getting out of here. Ryan, get the books. The guy behind him jolts him.
Why? On what grounds?
Not being capable enough TA.
Okay.
On grounds of him trying to find something to get me fired under. I don't know what's going on. But you need to find out. Because I don't know what is happening. But the whole place is on edge. I'm taking Rowan and getting out of here.
Okay, yeah, go. I'm sorry?
It's not your fault, is it? I should have thought before I took his deal. Making deals with the devil ever ends well. Go talk to your friend.
Okay.
And stop, don't hang around. Change your face if you must.
Yeah, I'll get out and then like open the door, and as I go, just shift enough. Like have dark brown hair.
Yeah, you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Ren kind of raises an eyebrow. You know the divination, TA?
Vaguely, he bumped into him in a bar, had a drink. He's okay.
You got fired recently, so.
Yeah, he just said. He's a good teacher as well.
She checks and then opens the next door on and ushers the three of you inside.
Mm-hmm.
Closes the door behind her. He can be a good TA all he likes, but 3 students have gone missing and he's being implicated.
Right.
Missing?
Yes. Why do you think everybody here is on edge?
When? How? Where?
I don't know if you remember Mick Coupled was in transmutation. Did a
Vaguely.
couple of abjuration classes with us. Stopped turning up to transmutation last week.
Okay.
Someone went to go check. Hasn't been home in a week. Parents don't know where he is. And then somebody went missing out of his class during the class. Yeah, it was a halfling. Barbin, Moon Surge. He's a divination student, always had been. Was in the professor's class, the TA's class. And then he went to the loo and he never came back. That's why he's being implicated.
How the hell did he do anything while he was teaching a class?
I'm not the one who got him fired.
No, clearly. But it's just obviously not him.
The other one you
Especially
mentioned
if
was
he's
also a
being
divination
fired
student,
for it.
which is why he's been fired. Didn't go missing out of his class, but went missing an hour afterwards. What was their name? What was their name? They were I didn't know them at all. A drow. Riddle, Zilton. I didn't know them. They were a divination student, a few years older than us.
Nothing with me.
But they've all been students and they've all been taking divination classes. He is the only link. None of the other teachers have taught them. The only one who has taught all 3 of them is that TA.
We should gather the group and investigate this further. I
Yeah.
don't get the sense this is a 3-man job.
And Wakenshaw's been throwing his weight around. You know what
Well,
he's
definitely.
like.
Do anything specific?
Bullying more than usual. All of the slaves have avoided him for the last month. None of them have come back with bruises, but he's certainly terrifying them.
Okay. Okay.
You're going to get in trouble being here, Hathor.
He can be mad at me all he likes. He can dish it out as much as I can take it.
Okay.
You should be out of here as well. If you can flunk, do it. If you can take time off, take it.
Maybe so. Maybe so. I've got a couple of things that are due. I can keep hiding out in the library for a bit. He doesn't teach me anyway, so I'm just
All
holding here.
Students. All divination students.
Mick was a transmutation student, but was
Right.
taking
Divination.
and abjuration. But the others were 2 divination students.
Okay.
As I say, the only connection between the 3 of them, the only teacher that has taught all 3 of them, is Litrix. They had, other than that, they had different teachers. It's up to you what you think about that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think it's a red herring. I also think we've dealt with missing people before and we know what was happening to them.
Are you waiting for confirmation of this?
Yeah.
No,
I'm waiting for you guys to have a conversation.
Let's convene back with the main group and then we'll discuss this further, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
How long does this spell last? If we could disguise ourselves as divination students, perhaps new transfers, we could get into that classroom?
I can't recast it. I've only got one fifth a day.
No, I didn't swear to do it now.
If you want to get in to try and do some snooping, I would advise coming back after 6.
Right.
Yeah.
The professors all go home at 6.
What time does Kydril usually leave? Is he on the dot like all of them, or does he tend to stay late?
Yeah, he's an on the dot kind of professor. The professors go home at 6. If you want to investigate anything, well, that TA's office is going to be empty from now on, I would have thought. It's up to you, but 6 p.m. is when they leave.
We'll have a look. It's worth checking out that we're not going missing from his class. My money would be on the same place every time.
I don't know where they went missing.
No, and I wasn't expecting you to.
Not unless you have an ability to track something like that. I don't know.
Possibly, but I'd have to. Sorry, I'm just checking my things. So I do have brand castigation, but I'd have to hit him.
You'd have to hit them.
Yeah.
I guess you could try psychometry.
History check to recall information about darker past surrounding an object. Possibly.
Maybe. Or a straight survival check might help you.
Questions for Litrix, either of you can think of before he bolts.
Hey.
Oh, sorry.
You okay?
Yeah, I just kicked my ice cream bowl.
Okay.
Oh no.
It's okay.
There's no
I
ice
have
cream in it.
I ate it all.
I mean,
I kind of want to ask him if he's been asked for any more favors. Gesturing to Luther and Ezra.
what was the question? Sorry.
I mean, Ezra
wanted-
never met Litrix.
Yeah, so you wouldn't know. Litrix was a divination wizard who was under the employ of Kydril.
Right.
As it just worked at schools, but Kydril basically bullied him into scrying on all of us repeatedly.
Oh.
It
Okay.
was during Kitto's arc.
Right.
Yeah,
So I don't
bullied
think
him,
either of you would have known it. Yeah.
bullied
Oh.
him
I think I
into
was there for
spying
that.
on
Yeah.
Kitto for him
Yeah.
to try and track down Kitto because Kitto's dad is Kydrel's brother.
Right.
So Hydrol is Kitto's uncle.
Okay. See.
And
Kitto's
was,
father is a lot of things, but not a magician, whereas Kydrel is a powerful wizard.
Right.
yeah, because Kitto's dad wanted Kitto back because Kitto ran away.
Yeah.
So I was going to go and ask Litrix if Litrix have been asked any more favors by Kydrel. I sincerely doubt it. It's whether or
That's
not
worth
you
a
two
ask.
think that's worth it.
Just out of interest, did you explain that whole thing to them or not? Like, did you
do that in
background dump?
character?
Yes, because like that has relevance for Kitto's relationships with these
Mm.
people.
Yeah. Or did
It
you
was
just say that?
out of character for the players, but I can do
Okay.
an in character.
Well, it's up to you. Just like helpful
Yeah.
to know, helpful to
Yeah.
clarify.
How much? Basically, how much are you telling them in character? Are you telling them the connections to Kitto, or are you just telling them that they were scrying on you?
I will tell them that Litrix had been bullied into scrying on us, group, collective,
Mhm.
by Kydrel to keep an eye on us
Okay,
Right.
previously.
I got them. That's fine.
And we'll just sort
Right.
of round off the details.
Right.
Ren is hearing all of this and looking increasingly concerned.
Then there's a wider conspiracy
Full
going
answer,
on.
like, I fucking know.
Hmm.
Aye.
I think, I'll say it again, that us three, singular, shouldn't do this on our own. I think we should get back to the group, come up with a plan of how we're going to infiltrate this building.
Agreed.
Maybe I can do some snooping.
Don't. Ren.
Don't
No,
get yourself involved.
No.
not worth it.
I can at least ask some of Kydrel's students.
Ask around fellow students, that's fine. Do not poke a sleeping bear.
will
And don't leave a
ask-
paper trail. Make sure you can trust these students.
I will ask a couple of Kydrel's students who I know what he's been like recently, and I'll send you a sending message before the evening.
That's fine. Yeah. No going in his office, no talking to him.
I'll let you go in his office, because if he catches you, you have an excuse to be there. I don't.
Don't anymore, but okay.
You always were a better wizard than I was, Hathor.
Okay, let's go.
Are you going to go have a conversation with Litrix before you leave?
I don't think so.
Okay, no worries.
Let's head back.
Okay. You have no issues heading back. You head back to the rest of the group without problem. You have the books, and you can get back in. Fenrir happily lets you back in without issue.
We are
Mhm.
vibing.
You are vibing. Roll me a d3. No, a
Who is
d4.
that aimed at?
Whoever wants to. Somebody roll me a d4.
I'll do it. I'm not
Oh.
afraid.
Not
Do you want to
afraid?
do it?
I'm not afraid of the d4s.
They're
Okay,
Oh,
quite
I'm afraid.
pointy.
it's fine. It's
The
just how
sharpest of
many.
dice.
It's how many hours you'd been gone. That's all.
Okay.
So you've been gone about 3 hours. Well, just under 3 hours. When you head back, and Fenrir's like, we were starting to get worried, just a little bit.
Yeah, some advancements. It's fine. We got all the books. But there's
I'm glad.
Was there something else?
Yeah.
Are you guys here?
Yeah, because Cacula will have just dropped spider form.
Yeah.
I think.
Three
Cacula made
students.
me a fluffy slide before we're doing it, so Neren's just
Nerin is
Fluffy
enjoying
sliding.
the fluffy side.
Nice. There's 3 students missing from the schools.
oh dear.
And
Ew.
Litrix has been fired for it.
Fired for what? Kidnapping students?
Misconduct,
Jesus Christ.
miscellaneously, but it's basically getting pinned on him.
Why?
I'm suspecting as a cover.
Are you thinking he's taking the fall for someone?
Yeah, and I think
Or being made to?
he was pretty pissed off about it. I bumped into him on the way down. He was furious, said the schools wasn't safe, and that he was getting out. He was basically glad to be fired while he was.
Do you reckon that's Kydrill's doing?
Yeah, I suspect.
Have you found out that Nitrix was working with us and...
No, I suspect he thought he was a loose end. And
I
look,
suppose the
we've
consequences might have been greater if you'd figured out.
dealt with missing people before, and we saw how that ended.
I wouldn't put it past Kydrill either.
No. They're in the same area. It's possible he's just picked up by Brienne, left off.
I really worry about you guys getting into all of this business all of the time. Please don't get yourself killed again.
Wait, what do you mean? We haven't been killed yet. Did I miss something?
No, that
Yes.
was a general, please don't get yourself killed again. Like, don't just don't get into trouble. I worry a lot.
Trouble will find us, and I am easy to find.
Oh.
It's fine. We're always fine, and we're not ignoring missing students. So that's
No,
that.
puppy.
She's grabbed one of them now.
You know, no, give it back.
She likes dice. She's a good cat.
They're shiny.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure, look, it just comes with the territory, doesn't it? I mean, if you want to, try and break in?
Professors go home at 6, and Kydrill's pretty on point with his timings. I say we take a trip at 6.
Right. Okay, well, all of us?
But as I said before, do we really want to take Cacula into the schools?
I don't want to
think-
leave.
The risk is too high. What kind of approach you take?
But I
Why
don't
don't we
want to.
go after hours if we're getting these guys' files?
But after hours, we can still be found. And if we get found, it's too serious for Cacula.
Yeah.
If it's the rest of us, then it's just, well, variations on a bit of an interrogation and stuff. For you, that means death, like guaranteed. It's not worth it.
All right. Will you let me know the second you need anything?
Can't you just
can?
for the entire time? Even
No,
if we get caught, you
not
can-
today. I was already a spider to help the
If we take a short rest, it's like 2:00 in the afternoon.
Please don't split the party for this bit. 'cause
Yeah, no,
that's gonna be
Niimi, I'm
really
not
Yeah.
actually
fucking
trying.
annoying.
I'm not actually trying to boot you out
Stop
the rest of the
it.
arc. Don't. No,
Yeah.
Hathor
is go- Hathor
Yeah,
is gonna
Niimi,
take
stop
Aleks.
agreeing with this. You'll end up not being involved in the arc.
Hathor is
trying to kick
saying,
you out.
Hathor is going to say, but we can take a short rest and you can be an actual tiny spider, save a wild shape, and then if we get caught, you can disappear into somebody's pocket.
true. That's very true.
They're not going to execute a spider.
Also,
That's
you
right.
can restore a spell slot if you take a rest. Actually says, sticking his head out of the engineer.
Well,
Thank you.
Hathor, might there not be some like anti-magic bullshit or whatever?
In the schools? Nah.
Nah.
It's a magic school. It'd be
Yeah, a lot of people stayed late. Like, the professors definitely not, but the students do, and it would really piss them off.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm just worried, that's all.
Thank you, Kitto. And Cacula will like put his like hands on both of your arms, and be like, you're right, but I don't want to leave you, any of you, to go without me. Not that I think that I'm the most, important stalwart member of this party or anything. I just, if there's a situation, if there's something goes wrong that I could help with, and I'm not there, then
we'd kick ourselves. So you're coming.
And
I
also,
would-
you'd probably be dead, considering that Cacula's the one with the healing.
That's true. I need you, Cacula.
I was thinking along those lines, yes. Look, I got out once before, and I didn't have nearly as much control over my power as I do now. I could do it again, probably.
Next time, leave out the probably. Just
Yeah, that
stop when you're strong.
Doesn't feel us with him,
All right.
Okay. It's
Equal
like,
to or less than half your withered level. So I can regain
Is it half your wizard level rounded down or rounded up?
Rounded down.
Okay, then it's 4.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh no, it's rounded up.
then it's 5.
5. Yeah. So I
Okay.
could retake Simu
Yeah, you could regain your first.
if we wanted to go in like that, or I could make people invisible.
It's up to you.
But that's a question for actual players.
So, do you guys want to take a short rest first, just as an aside?
Yes,
Because-
please.
Yeah, I would also like to heal. So
Yeah. Okay. So
yeah, sure.
you're welcome to have a conversation about what you're doing during a short rest. You can totally do that.
So I can pick a spell slot to take. Yes, please.
But basically, you're taking a short rest. Mechanically, if you want to roll hit dice and things like that, you are doing that now and reset
Yes,
your key
please.
and all of the rest of it. It's about 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon now, so after a good short rest, you'd be looking at about time to go in.
Okay. And could I nip home for a bit before I did that? Oh, not before the short rest, but before we went in.
It's
You
not
can
that
say no.
It's not that close to home. I would say you wouldn't be able to take a short rest and come back.
Okay, that's fine.
I know you want to talk to Rosanna, but I'm afraid that might have to wait until after you go in.
It's fine. Wherever she is, she's the other side of the city.
The temple is not very close to the sky docks where you are currently. So
Okay. Cacula, this is for Cacula, Luther, potentially Kitto and Nerin as well. Do you want to look like students or do you want to be invisible? I can make...
Students gives them an excuse if we get caught.
Yeah, I was going to say I would rather look like someone else.
It's less suspicious, I think.
Cool, I'll make it a 5th.
And look, I can always go ahead, sneak in. If I get caught, I'll say it was a dare. Kids are stupid.
They are.
Sounds pretty good. On your head be it.
Hathor, you fill me with confidence every day.
I can hide somewhere behind you and laugh hysterically when you get caught, and then they'll buy it.
And hey, if you change my face again, you'll have to make it a normal color.
I've dropped. I'll drop. See, I've dropped. See.
Oh, okay, cool.
That still stands though.
That still stands for next time.
Yeah.
Watch it, Buster.
What? You didn't like the pink?
Pink detected. Security alerted.
Oh, are you telling me you did, Hathor?
speak for us again, Nerin.
No?
Oh yeah, you're fine.
Oh, good. Thank you.
So, what's your plan?
Mm-hmm.
Change face.
Yep.
Try walk in.
Yep.
Kitto will do sneaking, probably with Cacula in pocket.
Okay, where are you going?
To Kydral's office?
Yeah, are you going to go to Litrix's office? Are you going to Kydral's office? Are you just wandering around the School of Magic? What's your vibe here?
Okay.
I drive.
It will depend on what the others have told us.
Yeah, it's up to you.
I will suggest in character, but I can't be bothered to do the accent. It's worth checking out Litrix's office potentially.
No, I agree, but I think that's certainly the second priority. I would go.
No,
Yeah, but it's less
No.
dangerous.
no, because it'll be totally empty because he was leaving as we left. He will be gone by now. It's been 3.5 hours. And the office will be totally empty. We're way more likely to get caught going into Kydral's than we are into an empty study hall.
Good point.
Litrix is first, and then Kydral's. Yes?
Sounds good to me. Also, the temptation to make Kitto a pink tiefling Ruth is
Oh,
unbearable, but it's not actually very good for stealth.
yeah, please don't.
Okay. Are you keeping similar disguises, as in Ezra being Ezra but wearing the correct uniform, Luther being
Hathor wearing the
Bucket?
correct clothes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd rather
Yep.
keep it consistent. That way we have
yeah,
an
no,
alibi.
it's a sensible
like,
one.
Yeah.
And the other three, how are you disguising them?
Just I guess like elf. Well, maybe not an elf, like a half elf. Because he is half
Piggy
elf.
teeth of a different color.
Oh, true.
You can be whatever, like races. There are many races here. Nothing is really
I
specifically
will
suspicious.
be purple, like Nerin.
Purple teeth, purple hair, dark purple hair. Sexy. What
And I
school do you
still-
want to be from?
The one we're going into.
Magic.
Yeah. It's divination. Least suspicious.
Divination.
And I might
good.
get kidnapped, and that would really hasten things up, wouldn't it?
I think divination's great.
What are
See
you
how
doing with-
badly your skin clashes with your robes.
What are you doing with Kitto?
Looks. Change the human is fine.
Okay.
Nothing too fancy.
No, divination is a dusty pink.
Oh, you look very cute.
Yay.
So what was that, Garble?
We'll go with human, and I'll make you a darker skin color and give you black curly hair, because then it avoids you, even though your facial features will probably remain the same, because that's difficult to change your look. Not like Kitto.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And we'll still all be able to recognize that it's you.
Yeah.
Are you going also for divination?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yep.
Yeah,
And then
Divination
Nerin.
is good.
And then
Can I be a pretty ginger halfling, please, Hathor?
yes, you can.
Absolutely amazing.
Male, ambiguous, or female?
Pretty. I want
Pretty.
pretty gender. I do
Pretty
not
gender.
pretty gender, please.
Because ambiguous is the sexiest gender.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ginger elf, a ginger halfling.
Halfling.
I think I have to be a halfling because otherwise anything else
Because
will look weird.
height-wise,
Yeah.
Neren's not very tall.
We'll make you a halfling, and then we'll go with we'll put you school of materials as well, same as Ez.
Okay, so you've got 2 in the School of Materials, you've got you as Abjuration, you've got 2 Divination, and you've got Looser in Evocation.
Yep.
Which is a fairly normal setup, so that's no worries at all. Fabulous. Okay, as you're finishing all of this up and you've all taken your short rests, everyone taken a short rest, everyone rolled their
Yes.
hit dice and reset their
Yes.
things. Very good.
Can we use spells now?
Uh,
I just need to bump the thing up.
so
I didn't lose any hit points, so
Do I get all of my wild shapes back?
Yep.
Yay.
you only get 2, so yeah, that's why they reset a
Yeah.
short rest. Frostland 6 is head out from where he's assisting some people with building the hulls of the ship and goes, so don't get caught.
We'll
Thanks,
try.
boss.
Try.
Yep. Did you give Atri the books, or are you still
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause, like,
we'll hand the books
give
over.
Atri the books. Okay. Atri has the books, and Atri's like, I'll give you a sending message when I need you for the really fine stuff. Don't
Alright.
get hurt in the meantime. You always seem to find trouble.
We are rather good at not getting caught, though. To be fair, I don't think we've been caught yet. Hurt, not so much.
And with those words, we sealed our fate.
we've definitely been caught once, and it went badly.
When was that?
Hawthorne.
Don't get caught. Don't be idiots. See you in a bit.
Alright, see you in a bit.
See you, boss.
Don't call me boss. Really don't. Captain, if you really must.
Yes, Captain Boss.
Whatever you say, boss.
Now, gentlemen, I'm sure he'd much prefer Frosty. And with
Aren't you
that-
supposed to be a spider?
Oh God! I will cast silence on all of you, and I will not regret it. Frostline just walks off.
Yeah, you would.
All right, you guys headed back.
Nope.
Ezra's like, I'm not poking that. Are you guys headed back to the School of Magic? Okay. I do need a performance check or persuasion check from everybody trying to get past the guards.
Is Cacula going in as a spider?
No,
Then?
Cacula's going in underseeming.
Yes.
You're all underseeming.
Yes.
You're all underseeming because then Cacula can save the wild shapes for if something goes wrong. But you are all underseeming, so.
Don't fuck me.
Yeah, if I can just have
I do not have a modifier, but this is going to be good, isn't it? Roll 20.
Don't say that.
It's-
It always fails.
No, it doesn't. It's going to be good.
Can I have
But-
advantage because I'm so
Not this
pretty?
time, no.
No,
Not
Nerin.
this time. Not this time.
It was performance, right?
Performance or persuasion, whichever you prefer.
Whichever's higher.
Natural 20.
Hey! Okay, so overall that is a success because Hathor met the DC and then it was very much smashed by Nerin, Kitto, and Ezra. Again, Cacula, you get a little bit distracted, you get a little bit stuck in your head, and you're like, oh my god, I gotta see through everything. And
Cacula's like, I could be executed. He
But
literally
then
had
Nerin,
inside school.
Nerin is just like pulling on Cacula and being like, but look, I'm so pretty.
Yeah, but Nerin massively manages to help that by bounding along and very excitedly babbling, and the guards just completely don't pay any attention to you. Lucy, you stumble a bit as you come in, and you're a little bit like,
Still not used to
fuck.
schools.
Not used to this shit, but
Feel
you're right
weird.
behind him, and you're used to it enough walking past people that you just roll your eyes and help him up, and it's no big deal.
126 in a 17-year-old place. Not right.
Yeah. So you guys head into the School of Magic. It is pretty quiet. Occasionally, like, you're heading through the corridors and it's a little bit to get up to. Are you going to Litrix's office first?
Because we know it's going to be empty.
Yeah, because that's off the study halls. So it's a little bit up to get to that. And you see maybe one or two students who look to have been leaving the library. They pay no attention to you. Like, they look at you and go, students, and just keep walking. Like, but you don't see any other professors. It's like 6-ish, 6:30. Everybody seems to have gone. As you walk past the library, you see that there is nobody on the desk. Artemis is gone. You can see a couple of students pulling late nights with a few books out, but they don't even bother looking up as you walk past. It's very much a post-hours kind of area. You know, if you guys have ever been in faculties after you're meant to be in faculties, it's very much like that. It's like, there's no one here, apart from occasionally a couple of students who are waiting until someone kicks them out.
There's no one here, but the students who are here do not want to be acknowledged for their mistakes.
Yeah, they're like, God, don't look at me. My essay's due in 12 hours. Leave me alone.
Yep. The room we're going in is a study room.
Good.
We'll just open the fucking door.
Yep, you can open the door and you don't see Litrix. He's not there. You do see the young man that you'd seen before, Ezra, Luther, Hathor, who is stood in one of the back corners, apparently clearing out the desk, and he jumps and looks up at you.
Just us again. I'm guessing he's already gone.
Yes.
Do I know you?
I wouldn't have said so, sir.
Sir?
Mm.
Yes.
Oh. Okay. Have you been told to clean?
Yes.
You can keep doing that. We won't interrupt.
You've been working all day.
Yes, sir.
He's a slave.
Can I-
Ruth.
Oh.
Yes.
Thought it was a different guy.
It's Ruawen, who is the
Right.
young man who was with Litrix at the time, who did not speak to you, and Litrix yelled at a couple of times.
Right, okay.
Definitely.
I thought it
Litrix's
was,
slave.
I was never there in the morning. I'm like, oh,
No, it was
Oh.
Litrix's slave.
okay.
Can I pull a piece of paper out of my pocket and like sketch the constellation symbol on it for the railroad?
Look down at it, grab it, and crumple it, and throw it.
Right.
Okay.
There is just me. He will definitely notice.
All right. They were friends if you ever want them. And then we'll tootle on past.
Hi, Juno.
Juno is the friend.
We should just
can-
get out of here quick.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you can check the office if you want. Rowan's not going to stop you, but there is nothing in here. Like, you can see it. It's been turned.
We'll have a look.
Is there like nothing at all? Like nothing
You
even
can roll
fun
a
to steal?
general investigation check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Empty notebooks.
11.
Lids.
Okay, with a 24, sure you can.
Maniac. I'm a kleptomaniac.
Sure, you can find an empty notebook that you can nick. With an 11, Kitto, Litrix doesn't seem to be the kind of guy who would hold things that would tickle your particular rogue fancy, like fun paperweights and things like that. Doesn't really seem like his vibe, which is sad because you can't find anything that's particularly worth nicking.
Cacula's learnt his lesson and is going round all the bookshelves, gently tugging.
There aren't any books on the bookshelves.
Okay.
He's taken the books off the bookshelves.
Okay.
There was just a few empty. There's a few notebooks in the bin that Hathor manages to find that are just like notebooks that haven't been used, and Litrix is just like, I can't be bothered carrying these, and got rid of them instead. Ezra with an 18. Again, you can find some paper.
Magic paper?
No, just normal paper.
Oh, regular.
Yeah, just regular paper. Unfortunately, it does look like he's packed up basically everything.
Boring. Okay.
I didn't see you, you didn't see me.
Yeah.
Very
I'll
much.
grab the crumpled up piece of paper and put it in my pocket as well, so no trace remains.
Yeah, he
No,
knows.
No idea what you're on about.
Gives you a small smile. Gets back to sweeping the corners of the room.
Good luck.
And you.
Let's go.
Okay.
Kydril time.
Kydrill's office. So, you guys sneak up. Hathor, you know where Kydrill's office is. There's a floor just above the kind of study halls that's a little bit further back, which is where most of the like tutor offices are. Obviously, you know where Kydrill's office is. You've been many, many times. So you sneak up very quietly. All of the corridor you get to immediately is dead. You can't hear anything on it. You can all roll me perception checks. See if you can get any like around sound, but it seems to be pretty quiet.
Okay.
Hey,
will
we're
also-
all good.
Hey,
Nat 20.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Fucking a 4.
Oh dear.
Plus stuff, but still, what is wrong with these dice?
Yeah, they're being
You
Ah.
bought me weighted dice, Alex.
I did.
These are your
I
dice.
did,
I love
I'm
them
sorry.
I love them so. To be fair, it's still 14.
Okay, that's right. Okay, very good. Okay, so Luther, Cacula, and Nerin. Very good era.
That's fine. I'll go.
I have
There is a disconcerting quiet, I would say. Like the only sound you can hear is the ticking of a clock on the corridor. Like you can't hear anyone shuffling around in any of the rooms, and you think it's pretty abandoned up here. So nothing appears to be. You don't appear to hear anything at all.
If we're willing to take 10 minutes stood here, I can make sure that the door isn't trapped.
I can probably have a look at it if you want.
It would not be of the mechanical nature, it would be of the arcane nature.
Right. Okay, sure.
Love you try arcane, love you try mechanical.
I'm not sure if it's a good idea to stand here for 10 minutes.
No.
I don't know whether it would help or hinder really at that long.
Look, you could just get back. I could see if it's trapped. I could mechanically, go in. Like we said, if something does go off, then it was a bet. Okay?
right,
Sure.
fair.
I don't have dispel magic.
I do.
Kitto, can I
Yeah.
have an investigation check, please, for the door?
Okay. Sorry, you're not dispelling the magic, is that? Sorry, I didn't know we understand that.
The investigation check would, if you roll really well. might
Okay, I
help.
thought it was like a hands-on thing that might cause me to get exploded. This dice needs to go in the dice bin. That was a 9.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Doesn't look to be trapped.
Okay, great. I think it's fine.
All right.
Shall I? Is it locked with that?
Yeah.
Okay. I will. Sorry, was that?
Go on,
No,
Ezra.
never mind. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay. Kitto will
Unless
set
you
about.
detect magic, Ezra.
No, I was just going to say if we need to break the lock open, I can mend it.
Okay.
Just so you know, just in case.
Knowing what I
helpful.
know of Kagel,
Exactly.
we should act under the assumption that he already knows that we're here.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Kitto's gonna start trying to pick the lock.
Okay,
It's okay.
roll in investigation for me.
Wait, no. Roll thieves tool.
Oh, thieves' tools, lies, thieves' tools. That's on you.
Lies.
Nice. The house. of Bob.
26.
You managed to pick the lock. Takes you a couple of minutes. Is a difficult lock. The door does not appear to be trapped. You kind of get the impression that trapping his office might get him into trouble with his cleaners, maybe. Like locking the office, fine, but there are people who are here who are not Kydral.
He would get in trouble.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
there would be slaves in and out of here cleaning on a night. He couldn't put up any traps without getting into a significant amount of trouble.
Right.
So let
We'll
me move you
open
onto
the
the right map.
Door.
Eek.
Can you put yourselves? It should be dark. Can you put yourselves on the leftmost side, please?
Oh, hey.
Hey.
Oh no, sorry, rightmost side. I can't tell left from right.
Oh.
Sorry, go over there. Doesn't really matter. Like, it doesn't matter. You can see through the things. It's fine. It's just, yeah, that's the first room you enter into.
Alex, you want to take a 10-minute break so you can have some tea and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, we'll just take 5.
No worries.
5, yeah.
We will get back into it because I don't want us to run too late. So, you guys get into Kydral's office. So the first half of the office is a what looks to be like a student teacher area. There's a desk, some chairs and bookshelves, lamps on the desks which appear to be ever burning, and just are gently
There's a
lit.
massive chair.
Yeah, it's because the only way I could
Yeah.
get the place to
Yeah,
size
that's
to a
fine.
position that made it look
Yeah.
not absolutely minuscule was to massively oversize it.
Yeah.
Sorry. Maps without grids on them.
Yeah.
Bit of a nightmare. Never sized for Roll20 correctly.
Nope.
So it's a fairly standard basic teaching room. There is a door in the back as well. You can make investigation checks. What do you want to do? It is
I would like to make an
very much
investigation check.
Okay, yeah. Roll it.
Alex, would you like to guess what I rolled?
Was it a natural 1?
It was a natural one.
Oh, I'm
Oh.
sorry.
But I
I
just
actually
gave
blame
you
you.
all of my good dice juice.
I think I'll have to change dice, not to be controversial. I think
That's
that one might
okay.
have been weighted a bit weirdly because
I'm
the
sorry.
number of ones I rolled on it. Okay. Could I roll again?
Yeah,
just for fun?
yeah.
Thank you.
No, roll again just because that dice has been so mean to you.
An 11
Roll that.
plus 13. I'll take
Okay.
it. I'll take it.
That's better. You glance over the bookshelves. The titles all seem very normal, like Introduction to Evocation Magics and Teaching Evocation Cantrips and handbooks for that kind of thing. Nothing in here strikes you as odd.
anything different?
Some of the books in you. But that's
Move all of the books a bit
Is it
to see
normally
if that
where I
secret
would've-
door opens.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I want Team Nerin here.
Is
Yeah.
this normally where I would have studied with him or the next room along?
no, this is where you would have had your tutor meetings. You know that he has a private office behind here where he does most of his work, but this is where you had your tutor meetings.
Okay.
There isn't any personal stuff in this area, no.
Yeah.
Lucer and
What,
Nerin,
of this area?
not in this. Yeah, there's a door to the back, which leads into something else. A Hathor
Right.
would know leads into a personal office that is where he like does his marking and things like this.
Oh, okay.
This is usually where he talks to his students.
Hmm.
Ezra. Ezra.
Hi. Sorry.
You- But I'm assuming you've got a screwdriver on you?
Roots too. Sorry, Roll20 thing is so slow. I can.
You've got mechanical. You've got
Yeah.
so many tools. You definitely have a screwdriver.
Yeah, I've got magical tinkering, so yeah, I can.
You've got tinkering tools. You've
Yeah.
definitely got a screwdriver.
Yeah, I'll
Is
just.
there any way that you could unscrew one of the or do something to one of the parts of the chair so when he next sits in it, it falls over?
Do you think that's smart, Hathor?
I
Leaving
know,
a
but-
trail?
No, but it's
It's-
fucking bad.
It would be very funny.
The last time we did this, I made a mistake. I'm not doing that this time, so I'm going to politely say no.
Ezra,
Okay.
can I borrow your screwdriver?
I'm going to again politely say no.
Okay.
will turn around from where he's looking at the bookshelves, gently pulling on each of the spines and go, "This is a high, tense, precious situation if you haven't remembered.
Payback.
Later."
You pull on all of
Right.
the shelves and none of them. They all just appear to have actual books on them. To be honest.
Kitto's gonna wander through.
Okay.
Unless people are still investigating. Sorry.
Yeah. Are you going to go through to the next room? This door is locked.
I will go with him.
The door is locked.
I will open it. Well, try to.
Try to open it, please. Are you checking it for traps or just going for it?
Oh, I will check it for traps first.
Roll investigation.
Oh, a natural 20 plus 2.
Very good. Okay.
Hey.
Again, not trapped. Again, you'd think you get into trouble because people probably clean this office.
And a 28 for
Yep.
the-
Easily unlocked. Just jimmy the keyhole a little bit. This
Yeah.
is clearly not a place he has the ability to be as private as he may want to be.
He will open it up.
Yeah. You can head through to the other half of the room.
Oh,
No.
so sorry, this half. I see.
This half is the private
Sorry,
area.
I did not mean to cross it so quickly.
Yes, it's fine. This half is the student area. This is Kydral's more private desk.
Yeah.
Here you see a more lavish desk, lots more bookshelves. What appears to be here a significant chest of some kind. And there is a small cupboard item in this corner, which appears to be rattling a little bit.
Well, surely we have to go and look at that.
Absolutely. That seems way too obvious.
Me and Damocles are going to search these bookshelves. Like,
Okay, can I have... Okay, we're going to go round one by one because I'm sure you're all doing different things. So I'll
Uh-huh.
start with Ezra and Ezra's investigation check for the bookshelves, please.
womp. Oh, womp womp.
14 is not a great investigation check, I'm afraid. Thank you so
Womp,
much for the
womp, womp.
tea, wife. Thank you very much.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna risk it. Flash of genius.
Okay,
So
What a
plus
risk.
5. So 19. That's
19.
just if we need it for there.
Okay, you've got loads.
I was going to say, you haven't used any today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
19. These are, again, bookshelves. These have some darker tomes on them. There's still a few like discussions of more powerful evocation magic, and then there's some discussions of summoning magic. It's not specific about what it's summoning, but
Hmm.
like the beginning of how to write summoning circles, how to interact with planar entities, the difficulties of the planes and the planar systems in Growhold.
Does it?
They're a little odd for an evocation mage to have.
Does it look well worn? Like, does it look like well read, or does it like pristine?
There's
perfect?
not a layer of dust, but then again, you've got no idea whether or not that's just because the area is well kept.
Right. Okay. I
Most of
will.
these books don't look new,
Yeah.
but that again, without taking them off the shelves, you couldn't really get an idea about whether or not that means they're well read or just old.
I'll take that one off the shelf, but I'm not going to open it.
Which one?
The summoning one.
Okay, yeah, there's a book on summoning extraplanar entities.
Yeah, I'll take that off the shelf and kind of like turn to anyone and just be like, evocation mages don't usually go around summoning things, do they?
No.
Small conjuration.
Hold up the book and kind of give it a wiggle. I'm not opening it. I'm just kind of
What's
anyone
it
else summoning. I don't really want to open it. If anyone else better versed in magic wants to.
What? Yeah, Ez.
It's
Huh?
yeah, Ezra's not opened it,
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
not opening
so
it.
he's got no idea what's on. Like it's entitled "Summoning Creatures from the Plains," but Ezra's not opened it to see what those creatures entail.
Okay, no, it's just you just said on summoning.
Yeah, that's
I
because what the title says, and Ezra's refusing to open it to see what it's
Yeah.
about.
That's what
the extraplanar entities.
Yeah, it's just on
Wait.
summoning extraplanar entities, but that's just from the title.
Do
Oh, yeah.
assume that whenever we open, I'll take these bookshelves, casual knows.
Summoning
Well-
extraplanar entities like the anti-magic ceiling witch we fought from the Shadowfell.
Well, that's. I'm going to put the book back. The book back. It's just I don't want to open something that could have a myriad of, blowing up in my face or summoning something. So if someone
I'm not
better wants to take a look,
I'm not disagreeing, Ezra. I think it pays to be paranoid here.
I
Me
work
too.
with technology mostly, not pure magic.
You
That
opening
having
the book,
been
or are you
said-
putting it back?
I'll put it back if no one wants to take a look at it and
Okay.
start like looking through some of the other more curious books.
Okay. Nerin,
Not opening.
where are you looking?
I think that since the bookshelf had already been investigated and Nerin doesn't want to go near the thing that's alive,
Mhm.
Nerin would probably like try and look under desks and chairs and see if there's any like secret compartment type thing.
Okay, really good idea. Roll me either perception or investigation, whichever you prefer.
Okay.
Are you sticking with me on personal desk?
Yeah, I mean that's where the chairs are, so I think I'm like under the desk
You're
or chairs.
underneath the desk, yeah.
I'm not
Okay.
on top of them though, so
Yeah.
you can do the on top.
I'll do. Cool.
Perception
Yep.
is 24.
Very good. You find a box underneath the desk. You don't find any trap doors or anything, but you do find a box, like a shoebox size box.
Okay.
It appears to be locked. It's like got a padlock
I
on it.
think I will take this to our resident unlocker, please.
Oh, wonderful, Kitto. Speaking of, before Nerin brings you this box, Kitto, what are you looking for?
Oh, before being brought the box, Kitto was looking at the rattling
Okay.
chest.
I'll come back to the rattling in a minute.
Okay, fair enough.
Luther?
Are there any like? I assume like the books have been dusty or anyone which like especially clean.
No, they all look to have been well cleaned, but
Okay.
again, this is an area that has a lot of slaves. They probably get dusty
Yeah.
fairly continually.
It's the book which has touched the most is probably a leather.
They're all leather.
I meant like a lever.
Oh, okay.
Like-
You could, I guess you could make an investigation check and see if
Yeah,
you can
probably
find a
not,
book that
but-
feels most well thumbed.
Is this at the bookshelf or the other one?
It's just any books which are like out of fuck. Okay.
There are
Never
lots of
mind.
books in this room.
Yeah.
Most of them look old. You're not sure which
Luther
one would be the
forgets how
best.
to read for a hot second.
Yeah, books
There are
scare me.
just-
I'm not a fan.
There are
Can
so
I-
many books, man.
Luther is like, whoa, books are made of paper. Paper's made from
Just
trees.
trees. I
Can
thought
I-
this is a personal attack.
Can I try and do the same thing?
For a book, what kind of book would I be?
Roll me another investigation check,
Following
following from Lisa's ideas. Okay, you can find the book that's most well read. It's his own work.
Of course.
But
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah,
It's you pull it off the shelf. It's not a lever or anything. It's just his own work.
Oh.
And as you pull it off the shelf, actually, it doesn't appear to be a published work. What it appears to be is a work he's currently writing.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, that makes more sense.
That makes a lot more sense. Yeah.
It's just the shelf next to his desk, and you pull it off, and it's like neatly bound, and you're like, oh my god, and it's got his own name on it, and you're like, oh my god, it's his own work. And you flick through it, and you're like, actually, this is a handwritten manuscript. He's currently writing on this, and it's on complicated evocation circles to cast high-level evocation spells, and the control of high-level evocation spells like fireball and delayed contact fireball to make sure
Right.
that you don't hit people. Basically you can sculpt around them so you don't hit your own party members.
he's trying to solve the age-old problem. Hey.
I mean, you can. It's called being an evocation mage.
Yeah.
Like it's really easy to do. But yeah, it's on spell sculpting. It's not. It doesn't feel weird to you. Like it is a treatise on spell sculpting in high level magic casting. It's not. It doesn't scream weird.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's just a little bit narcissist.
I mean, Yeah, but he's clearly still writing in it. So it's
Okay.
a little bit narcissistic. It's also a little bit practical.
As,
Yeah,
as a
that's fair.
writer, we're all narcissists.
Yeah, that's fair.
The Venn
Okay.
diagram is a circle.
Yeah.
Hathor, what are you
Pretty
looking
fair.
into before we get to the rattling?
Did you say there was also a chest?
There is also a chest.
Okay, well, I was gonna hit his desk drawers if there are any.
There's his desk. Make a general investigation check for his desk,
Okay,
and we'll find out what you get.
I'm gonna roll dice.
Well, dice.
Character sheet. Come on, what's my investigation? I do believe it's 9. It is 9.
I say you got a pretty good investigation.
Okay, 18.
Good. You find a few things. So, unlike Litrix, Kydril, as you remember, is definitely a wizard who likes nice things. He has a lapis lazuli carved bird paper weight that is just really nice. And a very nice set of owlbear feather quills kind of thing. If you're looking to snitch stuff, there's definitely some fun stuff to be snitched off Kydril's desk.
No, do not.
Yeah, if you're going to.
I'm not taking it.
Okay.
I never suggested I was.
Okay.
In the drawers don't appear to be locked. In the drawers, you find a vial, which is labeled in his very nice, neat, tidy handwriting, white dragon's blood. And you also find a Lorian coin, which is completely translucent.
Translucent?
Yep.
Damn.
Looks to have been made in some form of gemstone, but it's stamped with Cortan.
Nice.
What is that again? Sorry.
It's a coin.
From the previous civilization.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not a spell component. Never mind.
No, the white dragon's blood is probably a spell component.
Yeah,
the
that's
coin
why
is probably an artifact.
Like, who knows what kind of fucked up spells he's got going on?
Yeah.
I mean, you sold dragon's blood to Meryl.
It's not.
It's a common spell component.
The difference is, metatextually, I know that Meryl's not trying to fuck me up.
Okay, but white dragon's blood is not a spell component you look at and go, it's a spell component you look at and go, a spell
Evil.
component. Yeah, it's a spell component. It's not a terrifying spell component. It just is one.
All of the stuff he's writing on his desk looks like boring school shit.
Yep, it looks like he's grading papers currently.
Boring.
There isn't anything personal on his desk.
Fair.
No image of his wife, no anything.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yep.
As much as I want to take the coin and the dragon's blood, I am not.
It's very tempting.
Yeah. And also, I'm like, could come in handy later, but we know where it is.
And if we take it now, some slave will get blamed for it and beaten or worse.
Yeah, if he's on edge, I really don't want to put it past him. I'll go over and have a nosy at the chest.
Okay, the chest is locked, so you will have to get Kitto.
Yeah, that's fine.
So first up, we'll go back to Kitto and Cacula, who are looking at the rattling covered item. It's about that big, covered by a heavy dark fabric.
Okay.
The fabric is not metal. The fabric is like black cloak kind of material, and is rattling slightly.
What's the chances I'll die if I take this off? Kitto's just like.
I mean, he probably wouldn't keep anything that would actually kill him under a piece of fabric in his office, right?
It's also not very big. Just like it's like
Rabbit hutch
foot-
size? Small rabbit hutch?
small bird cage.
Fair enough, yeah.
He will just take a deep breath and go, well, in for a silver, in for a gold, and then whip back the cloak.
It is in fact a bird cage, and it contains a somewhat small, rather angry-looking dragon.
I assume I didn't know about this, or did I?
You did not know about this. It's a let me find the image of the dragon. There they are. They're a pseudo dragon. They're not very big. And they are in a cage that is definitely too small for them. Like their wings are hunched up against the back. They look very thin, and their wings, and you can see where the wings have been torn and basically clipped. So the fabric which attaches the dragon wings together has been ripped through directly, so it wouldn't be able to hold any weight to allow it to fly. And looks at you and hisses, and kind of tries to press itself back against the cage. There isn't anywhere for it to push.
I have, I guess speech of beast and leaf wouldn't really help me here, right?
It is not a beast, it is a dragon.
I will say, like, hello, it's all right in all of the languages I know, which are Common, Elvish, Giant, Infernal, and Sylvan.
I'll whack in a celestial as well. Does he seem to understand any of them? No.
It seems to understand Common, doesn't seem to like it. Doesn't
Okay,
respond.
Kitto will panache them in common.
Okay, none of you speak Draconic, do you?
No.
No.
That would be the language you would want.
If only I went up a few levels, I would speak all of them.
I was going to say you'd speak all of them, wouldn't you?
I think if it understands me, I can panache him.
Hang
Yes.
on. Let me look. Hang on. I've got comprehend languages.
That's written.
Oh,
You need tongues.
I'll just give him a little quill.
I mean, he's intelligent enough to write.
I don't think is he literate? Like, can he write?
Yes. Yes. Yes, they
Fair
can.
enough. But humans can't write unless they're taught.
Yeah, but they know Draconic.
Fair enough. Fair
They
enough.
can't speak Common. They can only speak Draconic.
Fair enough. But I think if he understands me, I can charm him.
Yes. Okay.
So he will calm down.
He does calm. Wary, but calmer.
Where is your food?
Shakes his head.
Have any on you? At Cacula. That was at Cacula. In your bag, some meaty rations or some shit?
I might do. I probably have some
They're like
jerky.
cured meats. Yeah, we might have.
Mm, mm.
You would have jerky.
I'll grab that out and just kind of like pass it through the bars of the cage.
They will try not to snatch it off you, but they really want it. Like, they go and they take it, and then they try to stop themselves from snatching it, but they can't
I'll,
quite
like,
make it.
Push everything I have through there.
Yeah, this creature just
And I'll just say, like,
pulls it down.
eat slowly if you can, or you'll make yourself sick.
If Cacula's like leaning down, Kitto will like vaguely put his head on his shoulder and be like, I know it's a really stupid idea to want to take him with us.
I
But
really want to take him with us.
At that, the dragon starts scratching at the bars.
do you reckon we could feign a breakout or something?
Maybe.
Hey, I'm up for taking him with us, because then I can take that shiny coin.
I mean,
No, you
all-
can't take
That's no, the dragon wouldn't have taken the coin. Would you have taken the coin?
The dragon kind of nods.
I'm
Fair
also-
enough. Okay, if we take the dragon, you can take the fucking coin.
I'm also going
open
to.
the death door.
I'm also going to say that if the dragon does go missing, what about if any of the cleaners come in this part? I don't know. Are they going to get it in the neck?
Ezra, could you make it look like he'd broken out? I know you can fix things. Can you
Oh, I could
break
rip the whole
things
thing
as
apart,
well?
and I could rip the
Yeah.
whole thing apart if you want.
I think
I
that would be.
mean, the best way to make it look like he's broken out is for
from the
you,
inside
Mr.
out.
Sir, to break out.
Takes a second, looks at it, pulls itself up, and then hisses hot water at the bars, and then sulks.
Oh,
Wait
okay.
a minute. Hot
Hang-
what? Oh,
Hot
hold on.
water.
Hold on. I think I can help with this one.
Who's got burning hands?
No, not burning hands. I've got a little caustic brew
I have
here.
burning hands.
I've got,
I have the burning hands.
and that could work.
Metal.
I don't think burning
Yeah.
hands heats metal though.
I'm
What were
thinking.
you saying, Ezra?
I was just thinking. I've got one of the things I prepared was a caustic brew. Applied on the bars, it can look as though they've melted.
Yeah. But would Casual know that the dragon only can spray hot water?
I feel like this probably is something that Kydril has done to the dragon,
Yeah, well,
right? Dragons
you
don't
in-
normally only spray hot water, right?
What if you enlarge the cage?
Dragon
The
kind of
dragons-
shrugs, like, depends on the dragon.
We could just put the cage on the floor, erect the lock, so it looks like the dragons managed to push the cage off. It's fell. The lock's
Yeah.
gotten damaged in the fall. That could work as well.
Do you want to try that?
You could
As you
have
say this, the dragon throws itself at the cage, and the cage
Hey,
wobbles
hey, stop
violently.
that. We don't actually want you hurting yourself. You're just
We
going to
can-
steady it.
What about
We can
what
open
about
it first.
if it looks like the dragon has used its claws to unpick the lock?
I-
Can dragons do that? Can you do that?
It kind of scratches at the lock a little bit, and as you come closer, you can see there are lots of scratch marks around the lock. It clearly has tried
Look,
and
come
has
here.
not managed it.
Kitto's going to lean down and start picking it.
Roll,
For-
thieves' tools.
An 18.
Yeah, you take as a hit, and it clicks open, and
All right.
as it clicks open, the dragon scampers out and
Can I offer my hands?
straight into your hands, and then in the back of your head you hear, "Thank all of the makers. I swear to God, I was going to kill someone."
Oh,
What was that?
hello.
Sorry, I'm afraid that cage is ordered against telepathic communication because someone decides that he doesn't want to put up with me yelling in his ears constantly.
Well, to be fair to you, if I was
You're in
looking,
good company.
I also would yell in people's ears. And probably in their faces as well.
Can we all hear this or just Cacula?
Yes, it's a
Okay.
Cool.
Right.
they are communicating with you telepathically. Pseudo dragons have telepathic communication. This particular one has had it stripped from him whilst he's in this cage, but he can. Sorry. Pleasure to meet you. My name is Etis. I am a tea dragon. So yes, unfortunately, I can only breathe hot water. I can make you feel better though, if you'd like that.
Well, you know what?
I really like hot water.
I love to make tea, and I also make people feel better. So I feel like we're going to get along quite swimmingly.
I think the next best thing really is we need to. Is there any windows in here?
There's a window directly behind. He's looking at it like, oh yes, smash that window.
Would you smash it?
Considering
Or...
how long I have attempted to try and get out, I'm
We-
sure it's not particularly surprising I finally managed it.
We should
Would
wait
you-
to smash the window until we are ready to
Yes.
leave.
Well,
Yes,
That's a very
definitely.
fair point.
well, would you smash it or would you open it?
Smash it.
Right, then we'll do that when we leave. Just leave a small trail of water leading up to it now.
He like takes a
That's-
second and
Also,
just crawling
Perfect.
steam up.
aside
Fantastic.
from the coin, if there's anything else that you would take, you should take it.
I was going
Since-
to say, if you'd like to go and have a fly around and wreck things a little bit, that would both help the case.
I'm afraid I can't
and be
fly, but I
enjoyable.
can wreck things.
Would you like me to take you?
Oh, how about you put me down and I'll just scratch grooves through the floor?
Oh,
Please, he's
that
very
makes a lot of
precious
sense.
about the desk.
Oh, I know.
Oh, that's a good point. Sorry, friend. Have you heard anything of note recently? Seen anything? We're just
Some students have gone missing and we're concerned.
yeah.
The kobold went
Hmm.
missing, and then the
A halfling
halfling, and then the drow.
and a drow.
That's right.
They were in
You've
here.
seen them?
The chest needs opening.
Well,
They're uninjured as far as I know. They were getting too
Uninjured.
close to knowing what he's doing.
you know?
Oh. I'm not certain. Something to do with summoning something. It tastes bad.
right.
It's extra planar. I don't know. Fiendish, perhaps. Tastes bad. He's not summoning it here. I think at his own home. But he got a little careless. Was bringing his research here. The students saw him, so he made them disappear. I
Right.
don't think they're hurt, but I cannot guarantee that.
Kitto,
Yeah, of course, and takes the box.
Okay. It's a significantly large chest, like the size of the desk.
There's
Oh,
also
you know,
box
I
under
also still have a box.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh shit! Which box am I taking?
Are you taking the chest or the small box? The small
the
box
chest,
is like
then.
shoebox size, and there's a chest that's like.
I
the size
thought
of
they
the
were one
desk.
and the same.
No, they're
The
two.
chest.
Okay.
The plot thing first, and then we'll deal
Roll
with
the
fun stuff
investigation
afterwards.
check. Are you checking for traps, or are you just going for it?
Oh, I wasn't going to, and I'm going to stick with that
That's
decision
fine.
because yeah.
Yep. Roll thieves tools.
At 17.
Yeah, that's fine. It takes you a couple of minutes, but you manage to gently open the lock, and as you do, the chest expands. You have to jump back because the chest suddenly becomes almost the size of the gap between the chest and the desk. Like it just goes woof, 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 and becomes much bigger, so it fits just in that space. And you hear a muffled from inside, and you can open it up.
I just fucked up.
And inside there are 3 students, still in their robes, looking dirty and underfed, but they're not
We just
dead.
fed all our rations to the fucking dragon.
Well, Cacula did. You have
I
other
still
rations.
have rations.
only the
Yeah.
I
meat.
have rations.
Okay. Look, we need you to be quiet.
I'm
The
really
kobold
glad.
looks at you.
I am really glad that we have an excuse to beat the hell out of Kagel now.
Okay, Kitto's going to try and take off their bindings,
Yeah,
but
you can-
watching out for them making any noise.
They don't. They recognize that you guys are here after hours and such. They're very quiet as you take their bindings off. And yeah, there's a, as I say, kobold, halfling, and a drow, and they're, as I say, they're weak, somewhat dehydrated, somewhat starved, but they're not injured.
Give him a hand.
Why don't we make you some tea? Since we now have
Admittedly,
all of the
Zedas
people
looks
who we can
very
do.
excited about that. And he's like, oh,
Cacula
and
will
you can
get.
hear in your head, oh, I can do tea. Tea, can we do tea? I'd love to do tea.
You
Haven't done
most
tea in so
certainly- you
long.
most definitely can, but maybe not right now.
Oh, but
Much as I would absolutely adore to make tea with you, and I really, really would.
I
We
mean,
should-
Cacula, it probably isn't a huge problem if we calm them down before moving anywhere.
Oh,
We need
think
to
they
sort of
need a
relax.
I can
drink.
do that too. And he gives a slow exhale and can innately cast calm emotions.
Ah, well,
Hey.
what?
And you just
Sorry,
That's
what
nice.
pronouns does the dragon use?
They
him.
he.
They, he. Okay. What can't they do? Kitto says, gives him a little scratch behind the ears.
Oh, thank you very much.
Can you spell the name for me, please, on
It's
the
in the
chat?
chat. Zedas the pure hearted.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi. What the fuck?
The kobold coughs and yeah, that's a good sorry. That is a good question. What the fuck?
You can, swear.
I
No,
was
but,
not trying
he's
to be
calmed.
quiet. He's
And
calm.
also the emotions have been calmed as well.
Yeah. You can swear
Calmly.
calmly.
Aye.
Have some water.
Thank you. Drink some water and then. So, what are you guys doing? Breaking into Wakenshaw's office?
Looking for you.
Oh, thank you. That's quite kind.
Is it?
Oh well, the halfling kind of closes his throat. I wasn't really expecting anyone to come looking for us.
We've had issues with Kygel Wakenshaw before. And when we heard 3 people had gone missing and a particular person who had also got in trouble with him before had been fired, it sounded like cleaning up loose ends, and that seems to be what it was. We didn't realize he was quite in the business of kidnapping and keeping you in a box.
Yeah, that was new. Story goes, we were with Professor Litrix. We're his special X divination class. He teaches higher level divination to us, or taught, I guess. And the professor was teaching us how to do clairvoyance. Apparently in the past, Kygel had given him free rein to cast clairvoyance on this area whenever he wanted. Unfortunately, we saw him attempting to summon something big. he shouldn't be summoning anything. He's an evocation mage. And the thing he was summoning wasn't elemental.
Right.
I don't know what it was, Fey or Fiend or Celestial, maybe. I'm not sure, but it wasn't good. And he must have had something up, see invisibility perhaps because of this creature that he was summoning. And he saw us casting. Nothing happened, we thought we'd gotten away with it, and then the kobold Mick goes, and then I was stopped in the corridor by him, said, come to my office, we'll have a cup of tea. 2 days later, Bobbin joined me, and then 2 days later, Rild. He fed us, but perhaps only to keep us alive.
Did you interrupt him? Or has he done what he wanted to, you think?
I think we interrupted him. And then Zedath cuts in, he took all of his paperwork home after that. Whatever he's summoning now, he's not summoning it here.
Right.
What an idiot. You really think someone casting such high-level spells would know not to take his paperwork, let alone his casting, to a school of divination wizards?
I mean, yes, it is rather foolish.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've been rather scared of him in the past. And I still am a little bit, but that really helps, actually.
Well, the
Well, I'm
confidence
glad
breeds
you're
mistakes.
feeling good about this. Look, does this chest, like, kind of glance at Hathor, does it retract again?
Make me an Arcana check. Hathor.
Okay.
Kitto just assumes Hathor knows everything about magic ever. It's like,
Yeah, that's fine. It's assumedly a pocket dimension.
Yes, sort of. So make me an Arcana check to see if you can work out how to kind of contract it. Yeah, that's fine. If you close the lid, it'll automatically retract to its previous size.
Cool. Figure we might have done that anyway.
Yeah, if you just close it, it will
yeah.
back in.
Oh,
We do.
great.
You are all being saved, which obviously we do want to do.
Yes.
Then the whole idea of acting like this was all the dragon kind of doesn't seem likely, unless you're able to open chests, Mr.
Unfortunately,
Pseudo-Dragon.
I'm not able to open chests.
Right.
Though I
Yeah.
still want to destroy the place.
Well,
Oh, no.
okay.
Well, at this point, it's a bit of a moot point, I think, frankly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
go
just
fuck
think
it.
we'll have to move quite quickly after this.
I'm stealing books.
We'll get to his house. We'll destroy his house.
Hathor's stealing the summoning circle books and anything that looks like it's related to fiends off his shelves.
Kitto is
Ooh,
cracking open that cold one.
Aleks, with
Oh.
Grim Psychometry. Will that help here?
Perfect time. Give it a roll.
Making
There's
history. I have advantage. Nice.
Yeah, give me a history advantage.
in that case, if we're just going to be moving quickly, there's no point in breaking the window and bringing attention to ourselves. We might as well keep it closed, do what we need to do, and just get out of here quietly. And
Leave
then,
the door open. It's
Aye.
fine.
exactly. I'm just thinking we might as well stay quiet.
Yeah, Grim Psychometry. You take a moment, Lucer, and you inhale, exhale, and just try and work out, because something's niggling in the back of your mind. You're like, what is it about this room? And you inhale really deeply, and you're like, ah! It smells of sulfur all the way up your throat. And you're like, okay, fiends. There has been a fiend here in the last couple of weeks. Direct fiends are very uncommon in Utopia. You know, there are other fiends that live in other parts of Growled, or from the stories there are, but direct fiends here? Not tiefling fiends, direct fiends, like demons and devils. That's not a thing you find.
I think Casual summoned a devil here. I don't want to say demon because the room's not trashed. Probably devil.
But it would depend on Kaijo's summoning controls. You're not sure about that. If he was summoning, if he was summoning a devil or a demon, if he had kept like a ring a particular pentagram, you can't control them, so they can't trash things. It's very useful.
Right.
Can I have a look at the floor? Have a skirt round, see if there's like salt in the
There's sulfur in the air.
stuff.
You want to open this box, Kitto? See if that's
Yeah,
got
can you
anything
roll
in it?
that? Whilst
Yeah. No, yeah, I was going to.
investigation on Hathor and then Kitto Thieves Tools.
24.
Cool. Ooh, very nice. So Hathor, yes, not salt but chalk. There was definitely a ritual circle drawn here. Possibly could have been enough to contain something.
Right.
And then 24, it takes you a second and you click it open, and what you find inside is a warm, pulsing, kind of like round-ish orb device.
Hathor, it's an
It's
orb.
like a crystal thing.
Hathor, it's magic.
It is magic. Hathor, do you want to make me an Arcana check, Hathor?
Yeah, sure. I was gonna say I can identify, but we'll be here for a bit.
It's up to you. Start with the Arcana check, and then we'll see how that goes, and you can decide whether or not you're identifying it.
Okay. 12.
Take a second,
Could
look at it.
any of the students help Hathor? Do they know about these things? I don't know what schools they are.
They're divination magicians, or transmutation. Ez, do you have Arcana proficiency?
I do, yes.
Okay, you can also make the check then, basically.
Okay.
Not with an actual
Oh
one.
no.
Lovely.
With a 12.
Can I? Was it? No, it's too late. Never mind. I was going to do Flash Genius, but way too late. It's right.
Also,
Yeah.
it's a natural one.
Yeah. Not with mine. Not with mine, but with.
You could do it for Hathor, yeah. You could do it then.
Is it not too late?
No, it's fine. I haven't told him what he's got yet.
Okay, cool. Then yeah,
17.
plus 5.
17. Okay. It's chronology magic.
Okay.
Something to do with time. You'd have to identify it for something more detailed than that, but this is to do with time.
Okay, shut the box and put it in the bag of holding. We're taking it. Whatever it is, it's important and he likes it. So.
Zedath in your ear goes, I'm pretty sure it helps him get better.
Better at what?
Better at being alive. Like sometimes when he's tapped for spells, he hits it and then he's got more power again.
I like the idea of him getting less good at being alive.
Spell slot.
So we have leverage. That's good.
If I
He's using this to reset his spell slots. The slimy git.
if I have a
I
if I have
don't
a
know enough about magic to know what it could do, but he sometimes uses it for that.
if I have a bit of time, I might be able to replicate that.
No, you could replicate something of this power.
Ah, okay.
It's not mechanical in any way, shape, or form.
Damn.
This
Okay.
is pure magic. Hathor, you do have the time to identify it if you want to know more about what he's doing with it. It's up to you.
Yeah, I can do it now or I can do it later.
I think maybe Hathor, if you do it later, we'll just take it with us. At this point, it's clear someone's been here, but we're not going to put any of these people back in the cages we found them in. So
No.
To be
We
honest,
may not-
nobody's found you, and you've only been here about 10 minutes. So
I mean, as long
if you
as
want
it's
to
not
take another 10
evil,
minutes
we
to
can take it
trash
with
the
us.
place, or whilst Hathor does that, or whatever else you want to do, it's up to you.
The only other thing about taking things with us, not
Mhm.
people, obviously people we're freeing regardless, but things, is that can't he use those to look at us?
No, that is what I was thinking.
What if we put them in the bag of
In
holding?
the bag of holding, you can't track them through. The bag of holding is an extra planar identity.
But I'm sad to say that maybe we should leave that coin.
I can put it in a bag of holding.
But then you'd not be able to look at it.
Yeah, but you can take it out the bag of holding when Kydrel's not spying on you.
How do you know?
I put the coin in the bag of holding.
All right.
Well, I mean, I feel like some of you are on the level of, but Kydrel won't be spying on us anymore because he'll be dead. So
Yeah.
that's
We
kind
don't
of
know
the
that
point I was
though. We
making.
don't know that.
No, but I feel like Hathor is thinking this.
Hathor is probably thinking that.
Okay.
But he hasn't said
Fire.
it to any of us, so we're
No.
not.
Weird summoning magic shit.
Okay,
That
Look,
is
we can all
What are
take it
you-
with us and see what happens. We
what
just
are you
need to-
doing with the black orb? I need to know.
identifying it.
Okay. Roll me.
Sorry.
I think it's a straight intelligence check.
Okay. I mean, do you want the spell?
No, it's about okay, yeah. No, okay, that's fine actually. I will
I was
roll.
gonna say there's no check, you just know.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. This is incredibly concentrated chronology magic.
Mm-hmm.
What happens is it pauses time for precisely 8 hours.
What the fuck?
You know what
Is
you
it-
can do in precisely 8 hours?
Have a long rest.
Have a long rest.
Motherfucker.
He just sits there and chills for 8 hours.
That's what he was using it for.
This Trent motherfucker.
Bench.
So what, are we taking it?
Oh, most definitely.
Aye.
But for
It's
myself.
a minute to an hour. So you sit there for 8 minutes and you get an 8-hour rest.
Wow.
And can use it repeatedly?
Once a
You can
day.
use it once a week.
Wow.
If you use it more than
Absolutely,
once
yeah.
a week, you take damage.
Okay,
Mm.
well, it
Yeah.
was throw a significant spanner in his works at least.
We're absolutely having that.
That's what I was going to say.
And it will add a spanner into ours if that works. How do
No.
you say it?
It's not going to be something you can use in combat, given the fact you could take, a whole minute of standing there channeling, I guess. But if if it happens, it's very handy.
Or if we're fighting a kitten.
You need to take
Aye.
8 minutes to wait
Yeah, but
out.
if something's polymorphed, then
Something's polymorphed, you could use it to take a long rest. Or
Yeah.
if
Aye.
you're going into an area that you're particularly worried about needing a long rest, you can use it for that. However, if you overuse it, it will destroy
Yeah.
itself. And also, if you overuse it within a certain period of time, it will damage you.
Yeah.
Hathor, you would get this information. Every time you use it, I will secretly roll a d20, and if I roll a 2, if I roll a 3 or below, it will destroy itself
Mm-hmm.
mechanically.
Mm.
Okay.
If you use it more than once in a week, you take 4d12 psychic damage, and that dice roll goes up to a 10.
Oh my god.
It's not a
Ouch.
consistently used item.
Okay.
Use it
It's
once.
It's more of a, you get this if you're in a real stuck position.
Yeah.
At the very least, we don't want him to have this anymore. It
yeah.
wouldn't leave him in a combat, but it will at least slow his research, perhaps.
Okay,
Yep.
well, so we should get out of here soon.
Now, if we can.
Yeah, and
Aye.
take him back to the others.
Bag of holding. Fucking go. We'll get out of the schools and discuss it.
Okay. Okay.
What
yeah, yeah.
about the missing students if they just suddenly reappear?
No, that's what we should maybe.
There won't be reappearing fully in terms of the school-wise until tomorrow.
I'm sorry,
I-
if you think I'm not just
No,
going
I'm
home
not.
to my parents who think
Exactly.
I'm dead.
I was
No, exactly.
thinking
Not-
maybe there was some way we could make you look different until you got out of the schools. I don't know if
No,
that's possible,
I
but that's what
can't.
I was thinking.
I can't do
We can cast invisibility. We can get out the schools without anyone noticing.
Oh,
us.
good.
Hey,
That's
buddy.
fine.
Marvelous.
Aye.
Look, I know you want to go back to your parents, but if you're found, if word gets out that you're gone, you know he'll come after you and your family.
Aren't you going to deal with that?
Yes, but listen.
You'd
You go
already
home-
said that.
You go home to your parents and then try and get gone.
All of you. He's a
Sure.
dangerous man. I'm so sorry you've been put in this situation. But he truly is dangerous. If he's summoning fiends, which he already has,
We're not idiots. We understand how dangerous he is.
What were
But
you going to
also, where are
say,
you expecting us to go?
Ruth?
How about? How-
It's okay.
No, Ruth.
No, you can go. Don't worry. Sorry.
Ez is just going to kind of like, how about this? All of you have been sat in a box for quite a while now. And you just want to get home to your families. Get yourselves home and just don't come in tomorrow. Don't answer the door for anyone. Talk to your family about that you may need to keep your heads down just in case. Maybe even tell them what happened, but don't let them leave. You say you're the smart fellows, so prove it by just staying, keeping your head down, letting us sort all this out. And if we don't sort it out,
Then
Then
we'll
you've
come
got
in
an
and
escape
cast
plan.
Modify Memory on Kindle.
If he lets you. That's
I
all I'm
don't
Oh,
saying.
wait. My advice. I need to.
But I respect your decisions. We should all leave now.
Mhm.
Just
Aye.
please be careful,
I
please.
disagree. I think you should tell everyone that Kagel kidnapped you. Tell every student, every teacher. You can't hide from it.
It's not
No,
a bad
but
shot, actually.
No, but at that point, what do they have to lose?
And we bring him out and we get him.
I don't think he's bad enough. He's going to go on a murder spree in the middle of school.
Yeah, but he might hold a slight vendetta against the people who began telling everyone.
Either way,
And we have our lure.
let's get out of here.
Let's leave. First and foremost, let's fucking.
You get half a glance from the kobold before the three of them disappear.
I'll put my hand down to Zadath and say, "Would you like to ride on my shoulder?"
He
Or maybe
climbs
in my
up and sits on your shoulder. The Eladrin's right, you know. It would work. He's far too proud. But then again, you know what else would work? Going and setting his house on fire.
Why not both?
He's not going to go around and kill them because if they die, then people know he's a murderer. And
if we went
yeah, he went and killed the students after they told everybody that he kidnapped them, and then all of a sudden they all wind up dead. He would be tried for murder, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
He's going to be tried for kidnapping at this
It's a
point.
catch-22.
Kidnapping at this point.
It's a catch-22.
Plus, I think going and fighting him in his home versus burning it down might give way too much attention to ourselves.
Hey, he's
I mean,
summoning
okay, that was not actually a suggestion. Considering that
Ours,
he's
yes.
incredibly wealthy, I'd prefer the slaves not to get caught in that. But,
Yes, agreed.
Either way, we need to leave.
Yeah,
I don't trust the pride of a desperate, powerful man. Let's leave it at that and go. We can talk about this later.
Mhm.
Those three will do whatever they'll do, and I suppose we'll act in the aftermath.
We can talk about it back at Rosanna's. I've got these books now. I know how he'll be trying to do what he's doing, and we can decide what we're going from there.
Right.
Although one
All of
final
those students and what they decide to do. And it's also not our responsibility what they decide to bring upon themselves. We've got them out of a sticky situation. That's the best we can do.
Aye, if they think they can do it, then just let them do it. But one more thing before we go, because I can't help myself. What's your name again? Little dragon?
Zadath.
Zadath, yes. Aye. There's a book there, the one that he's been working on, and seems like his new pride and joy. Would you like to sneeze all over it and burn it to a crisp?
I can't burn it. I can make it wet.
You can make it very soggy.
I could make it very soggy.
And warm temporarily.
Yes, and
That would be extremely inconvenient.
dig your claws into it, you know?
Yeah.
Pour boiling water on a book full of
Zadath takes a moment and then just scalding water all over this book.
There you go.
There we go.
And I'm kind of like, Damocles, chew toy for 10 seconds, go. And be like, right, shall we head off?
Yes.
While there's mechanical
We'd
chomping.
like to chair over, but I feel like that might be too loud.
Let's go.
And gently setting one on the floor doesn't quite have the same effect, so we should just leave.
Aye. You done, boy? Right. Come on then.
Can I have another performance check for you passing the guards, please?
When
we
guard,
do.
I apologize to Zadath and put him in my cloak so that no one.
Yeah.
Can
Oh, Zadath, so as soon as you get out, Zadath is gone into your cloak, so you can't see him.
Flash of Genius on Cacula, making that an 18.
Brilliant. very smooth. There's a big group of students coming out of the library, and you just managed to blend in with them completely, and guards not paying any attention to you at all.
Nice.
It's about 7 o'clock now, 7, 8 o'clock.
I'll like loudly say to Hathor, "What a horrible essay!"
Yeah, it's very easy.
Fine.
Are you just heading straight to Rosanna's?
I think so. I'll if we get anywhere in the vicinity, I'll cast message.
Mhm.
I don't think we'll be within 120 foot though, so I'll cast sending
Yeah, I was gonna
probably.
say you'd be nearly there by the time you get 120 foot.
Yeah, I'll cast sending to Atri just to be like in and out, didn't die.
He's like, appreciated. Speak to you soon.
In and out, found the students, didn't die.
Okay.
Go home to Rosanna's. Home
Go
time.
home to Rosanna's, and we'll pick up with you guys back at Rosanna's in a couple of weeks' time. Yeah.